Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we're back. This is episode 159, Why Did I Get Married 2? This is obviously the sequel to Why Did I Get Married? This is the 2010 Tyler Perry written and directed and produced film. This is a 2010 American comedy drama. If you go back, we did actually enjoy the first Why Did I Get Married? I personally think this is Tyler Perry's best movie. So we'll see how this one stacks up against that. It doesn't. Not at all. So this one is once again starring Janet Jackson, Tyler Perry, Tasha Smith, Jill Scott, Malik Yoba, Michael Jai White, Sharon Leal, Richard T. Jones, Lamont Rucker, Lou Gossett Jr., and Cicely Tyson. Basically, the film shares the interactions of four couples who undertake a week-long retreat to improve their relationships, this time in the Bahamas, versus, Colorado in the first one?
Yeah.
So I will start with Micah. Why do you look so mad?
Because this is terrible, yo. Like, this is garbage.
Oh, I was trying to bring you in. But go ahead. No, go ahead and tell the people what you think.
I really was surprised at how much I enjoyed that first movie. And it was very entertaining. And it was very, the characters were funny and the story was poignant. And I was highly entertained by that movie. And I really enjoyed it. And it felt like those characters grew throughout the movie. Right. And then in this movie, they just forgot all about it. And this movie turned into the stereotypical Tyler Perry movie. I am incredibly disappointed, given that the first movie was highly entertaining. This movie is just fucking bad. and I don't like it. And this is a zero for me. I really did not like this movie, especially because I liked the first one so much.
Right. I think that's what makes it more irritating as a movie.
Right. It's like Tyler Perry was like, everybody like this. Well, maybe I could do this and this and this and this. You ain't got to do all that, yo. You ain't got to do all that.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Keep it simple. There's no all right, yo. This is a no.
This is a no out of 5.
This is a no out of 5.
Okay.
Terrence. I hate this movie.
So this is all. I just for folks, in case you listen to this sort of evergreen content out of order from the episodes we do. This is our episode after doing 2 episodes on When They See Us, the miniseries. So This is let's do something light and fun. So yeah, this for you. This is When They See Us Part 3.
I wouldn't say that, because When They See Us was actually emotionally affecting and a beautiful piece of art.
No, I mean hardship wise.
This is art if you throw shit on a canvas and whatever stuck on there you framed, that's what this is.
So a Jackson Pollock then.
This is fucking terrible. I do not like it.
Excellent. Terrence, your thoughts?
I had seen this before. I've seen it. I saw it before. I forgot large swaths of this movie.
Yeah, you did.
Your brain trying to save you from a meltdown.
Look, the first one we enjoyed quite a bit. I still like the first one. This one is not good. It starts out fine. It spirals out into insanity within 20 fucking minutes.
Yes, that is.
What the fuck is going on in this movie? That being said, I didn't hate it. I don't hate it because I was entertained. It's Tyler Perry madness. It's not good. He has issues with lighting that really piss me the fuck off. They make me always so angry. How are you sitting on a couch in a house where it's 2 house lights, yet you have bloom lighting like it's the fucking sun? Whatever, fuck it. Yeah, it's terrible. It's not a good movie. It starts from fine to just madness by the end of it in No one is a good person except for like one person. The acting, whatever, it's like partially ad-libbed. It has to be, because there are certain scenes where like it seems like they forgot their lines. I'm like, what are you doing, Tyler? What's happening? What is that, a line on the page, or are you just ad-libbing right now? Are you doing your whatever? It's a 1 out of 5, but an entertaining 1 out of 5 because it's so fucking stupid. Like, it's just terrible. But again, I was thoroughly entertained. Like, I just was. It's not good. Why the fuck was The Rock in the movie at the end?
I can't answer.
Grinning like a fucking idiot.
I can't answer that.
All right. Okay.
I feel like if I had to hazard a guess, he was like, I need black people to support some project I have coming up.
No, this was 9 years ago.
No, this was before.
This was before his, like,
He's not even credited in this movie.
I bet that's by his request. Like, oh, we're gonna put you like, no,
You probably saw the end product and was like, oh,
like, you know what? Don't. My agent said don't. No. I'm doing you a favor. It's fine. It's fine. Don't do me any favors. So ironically, I saw this before I had seen the first one, right? And boy, did I not like it then. Boy, do I not like this even more now as I watch it after seeing the first one, right? Because I saw this one a number of years ago. Because, you know, watching it first, I don't know why I watched this. My wife was like, oh, that movie is not bad, because she hadn't seen it in years either. Clearly, she didn't remember shit about this movie, because she watched it along with me this morning, and she was like, yo, this movie is fucking terrible.
Yeah, get out of my house.
Get out of my house!
Like, what are you, y'all, same goddamn conversation.
Yeah. So in watching this, like I said, what's really what makes it bad is knowing how much better than the first one is, right? Like, I think he super nailed the first one. Like, he was right down that, like, Christian relationship lane. Like, he was nailing it. Like, it wasn't overly Jesus-y, which I appreciated, right? It's like, it had some good messages, had some poignant messages. This one, like you said, I would argue you're not correct, actually, that it took 20 minutes to spiral out of control. I would argue it took less. But it's just like he just fell back on the stuff he always does. And it's just very cheap. There is a scene in this movie that's not that far into the film. Maybe this is at the 20-minute mark. Where it's just like, I just want to see some dudes without the shirts on. And I'm just going to film it. And it's very disjointed because clearly those are reshoots. And, like, nobody is in the room together. And it's
when they were on the jet ski?
Yeah. No one was next to each other. It was super weird. Like, they're laughing as if
those cuts were fucking. I'm like,
it was
fucking video game cuts. Like, what the fuck? It's just a one shot, and then another one shot, and then another one shot, back and forth. Like, nah, yo.
Yeah, like, we tried to do that. We tried to do that with this show. It doesn't work.
No,
it feels like you're not in the same room. And in fairness to us, we were in the same room. I don't think these dudes were at all. Like, they weren't. Like, I will stand by that. Unless Tyler Perry comes on and shows me video footage of them all in the same room doing that whole dialogue, I don't believe you. I don't think so. Maybe he had a lighting issue that day. I don't know.
He doesn't shoot anything outside. I'm almost positive. Like there was like one scene. Like, we'll get to it, but I'm pretty sure.
Very few scenes are actually outside. Like, the end is outside.
Yeah, it's outside, but like, it's just weird. Like, if it has to be a shot where it's like a close up of someone, the shit is never outside. Like that when they're on the. Well, we're already getting. I don't give a fuck, yo.
Yeah, we'll get there. So for me, this is a 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit of a mess. I don't know. Like, I'm actually angry in how bad it is compared to the first one. Like, it just really is bad. Like, I was amazed in how bad it was. And look, I say this with 100% seriousness. This is a black incel movie. It is. And I say that because every woman in this movie is a fucking terrible person, except for Jill Scott. Every one of them is a horrible person. And I can see some asshole Hotep dude being like, see, all black women are like that. Like, what is going on in this movie? Like it literally is like treatment like shit. The movie, and just be like, it's cool. Everything will work out fine for you. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's really weird.
By a bus.
Yeah, I was just like, all right,
fix it. Shut up.
I was like, you killed your husband. You know what?
You killed both men in your life.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, no, the man wasn't like the kid wasn't a man, but like whatever.
Yeah. But you deserve happiness now. You get to be with the wrong.
Yeah, I had to remind my wife of that. Like she felt bad for like.
For what?
For what? She killed both of the dudes in her life. And she was like,
Through carelessness.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just fucking straight carelessness. Oh, sorry. Forgot to strap you in. Whoops.
One was carelessness and the other was vengefulness.
Yeah.
Like, all right, yo. All right.
If this movie ended properly.
What the fuck is Tyler Perry trying to say about therapists, yeah? Because he's all about that Jesus shit. And she's a therapist, and she got everybody killed. Like, just give it to God.
How about this? And what happened to the other therapist, Terrence, in another movie? She got AIDS.
Right.
Give it up to God. Don't give it up to therapists.
God should be your only therapist. Like, all right.
Shut up.
Nah, at the end, The Rock should have murdered her. That's what should have happened.
So fucking bad.
This movie's
But
terrible.
again, I was entertained because it was so fucking stupid.
Look,
I was laughing my ass off the whole goddamn time.
I still solidly think that Angela is my favorite character because she's a fucking psycho.
I didn't like her in this movie.
I couldn't.
No,
stand her,
she's a horrible person. I find
I wanted
her
to fight her. Yeah.
I find her incredibly entertaining. Angela and Marcus have the best. They are the best couple to watch in the movie. Everyone else sucks.
It's like Tyler Perry was like, okay, everybody loved Angela. So you be Angela, but turn it up to 45.
Yeah, crank it all the way up.
Yo, what the fuck?
Because there was a couple scenes where I was like, yo, no black woman, like, you just gonna fuck this nigga's job up?
Yeah, don't do
Right.
that.
No, like, come on, yo. Like, nah, yo. I don't care how well off y'all are. Like, ain't no black
I
woman
don't care how
trying
much
to
of a
fuck your brother.
control freak you are or whatever.
No, y'all let that nigga when he get off air. Like, I get that.
Right.
Yeah.
I hated Tyler Perry's wife. I hated her. I hated her, yo. Like, she made me so mad. She's my least favorite character. Well, she's my least favorite character. Janet Jackson coming in right under there at number 2. Holy shit. No, I have a problem. I don't want to talk about my problems. Just smash her own table. All right.
Yeah, that was.
Get out of my house. She was so sad. So, are you checking your watch? We're 8 minutes in.
Someone sent me a text message.
All right, so the movie opens up with Tyler Perry and his wife. Which one is Tyler Perry? Is Terry, and his wife is
I don't know.
Yeah, Terry Brock. And so it's Terry and Diane, or Tyler Perry and his wife. Look, Tyler Perry is a simp. Okay, he is a simp. He is a simp character. He was a simp in the first movie. He's somehow a bigger simp in this one. They've got 2 kids now. His workaholic wife decided that she would allow a child or 2 children to be born. So they have
She had a daughter.
They had a daughter in the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so
And then she untied her tubes.
oh right. That was a big deal.
And then he got a boy.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's how
Dan.
that works.
Yep. When you untie your tubes, you get the opposite kid. Yep, every time. So they have 2 kids. I found the daughter to be a bit precocious. She asked.
Oh, you found the daughter, Little Miss Exposition?
Yeah. What is a divorce? Divorce is wait a minute. All right.
So what happened in the previous movie? Well, in the previous movie, Uncle so and so got a divorce, and he left Aunt Sheila. And all right. Shut up.
Yeah.
No, nobody who's watching this movie hasn't seen the first one.
Except for me when I saw it the first time. I was like, thank you, little girl. You're so helpful. Thank you for the exposition. So they talk about how they're getting ready to do this retreat, their yearly Why Did I Get Married retreat. Is this what, okay, you are a part of a black Christian couple. Is this what you and your black Christian friends do? You guys go on retreats?
We don't go on retreats. But we do hang out with some of her friends.
I'm just listening.
We do hang out with some of her friends, and I am very clearly the odd man out.
Are all her friends like religious?
No, not at all, actually.
Interesting.
She recently went out with some of her friends, and she was talking to me about it. Like, 2 of them are spiritual, which means they're afraid to say that they're atheists.
Yeah. And they down the fuck.
One,
I'm just being a dick.
One is a straight up atheist. One is a straight up atheist. One is a Muslim. And I think three of them.
How'd she make it into the country?
Are.
What's her name?
3 of them are a little more religious than we are. Like 3 of them go to church.
Wow. Y'all ain't really religious.
Like y'all niggas watch it on the internet.
How religious is your wife?
About as religious as I am. That's why we are perfect.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you go?
Bible open once or twice.
I know.
What's your favorite Bible verse?
To whom much is given, much is required, because it is the same thing as with great power comes great responsibility.
You fucking dork. You fucking dork.
I went the fucking Trump route. Both.
Yeah, like
me.
what's you a New Testament guy or an Old Testament guy? Both.
I dabble a little bit of both.
Dabble in both. I don't know how any of your people don't realize that dude has never cracked a Bible a day in his life. Those Corinthians. Too fast, 2 Corinthians. This is my favorite one. Yo, shut up.
Oh my God.
Like, nigga, just say Jesus wept. Just move on. So they're talking about how they're getting ready to go on this retreat. I assume this woman who is there is one of their mothers. I think it's
that's Terry's mother.
Okay, so it's his mom. Is it like his mom in real life or something?
No, that is Valerie Pettiford. She is
she was in the Carl Weber movies.
Yeah, she's the fine ass mother in the Carl Weber movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this woman is actually rather attractive.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, all right, I got it. Yo, Tyler Perry and Carl Weber, like they do a lot of exchanging of actors. I've noticed too.
And do a lot of swapping. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they're into it. They're into it. Think about it. So they're off. Terry and Diane are off to their trip. Everything is hunky dory. Their lives are perfect, as we will find out later. Also, they mentioned that Diane is half Asian, which I thought, I was like, okay, didn't know that.
The actress is half Filipino.
She's full hot, so that's fine. Whatever works. They get to the airport, and they're chilling. They're drinking, I don't know if you guys noticed, a Seattle's Best coffee, to which my wife said, when you make a movie, you can fill the cups with actual coffee so that you're not moving it around because there's clearly nothing in it. Like, they're just like, I'm like, it has no weight to it. Like, it's just really weird. Like, just fill it with water then. So when they're sitting there, they hear Angela and Marcus coming, and they are yelling at each other in the airport, having a fight, obviously played by Michael Jai White and Tasha Smith.
Thought Angela was going to stop drinking.
Nah, she decided that.
No, she's drinking even more.
Bringing up old shit, please.
I thought she was going to grow as a character.
No, because it's way funnier if Angela is drunk.
It's way funnier if Angela acts like a fucking buffoon throughout the entire movie. Apparently.
Yes.
I really like that character in the first movie because she's
over the top in this one.
Yeah, this is too much, yo. Like, this is way too much. And they made her dumber. They made her stupid, yo.
Yeah, she wasn't dumb in the first one. That's
right.
True. You're right.
I don't know how a phone works, derp. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, it's 2010 and this was an iPhone. Like, it was an iPhone.
Like come on, man.
Yeah. Like,
those are text messages, huh?
What's a text message?
Yo, shut up, yo.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she should be able to operate an iPhone. Like, just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. The iPhone came out in 2007.
Yo, and it's an iPhone, yo. Like,
It's intuitive.
Got one button.
right. Like, they're the Fisher Price of phones, guys.
Yeah, oh, there's a little sign. It's got a number on it. I'll click on that and find out what that number means.
Like,
oh,
God
3
damn.
unread messages. Yeah, it's not that hard. But the phone had been out for literally 3 years at that point. So they're at the airport and they're trying to find out, I guess, where their flight is delayed or what have you. So Terry and Marcus go over, talk to the woman at the counter, who looks a lot like what's her name, Demetria. I don't know, whatever, that super hot weather woman.
Oba now or something.
Yeah. She kind of looks like her, which I thought was funny. And she recognizes Marcus because Marcus is co-hosting a show called Sports Shuffle, and she's like, "Oh my God, I love you on Sports Shuffle," and she's like all about him, and you know, as any dude being, you know, like kind of hit on by a very attractive woman, he's just like, "Oh, thank you," like, you know, like. And the funny thing is, like, the whole thing throughout the entire movie is they lead you to believe that, like, he's still kind of the same scumbag dude he was before, while he's trying to also convince you, like, no, I've changed. And I guess yes and no to that question, which pissed me off at the end. So everybody keeps saying that Diane is glowing, and of course Angela's like, "Oh, is Terry hitting it? Oh, he must be hitting it. Yeah, you glowing, girl, you glowing." And I was like, "Oh, she must be pregnant." The opposite. Meanwhile, Angela just decides, like, she's just gonna openly drink with a flask at the airport,
Right.
and she gets so fucking lit that she walks over and just starts yelling at Marcus,
"Come get the hose number!" Like, all right.
Would you tolerate this?
Nope.
Like, if your wife did that, let's say when you were dating, and you guys are going somewhere, and you're talking to the counter woman is, and she came over and started yelling, would that be it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it would be it for me. I'd be like, nah,
because you know,
fuck wrong with
you're not going to change people in their 30s. This is who they are.
Yeah,
this is who this woman is.
Yeah,
nah.
And they're not in their 30s in this movie.
Nah, they ain't well into their 40s.
Right.
You definitely ain't changing nobody in their 40s. You fucking wrap that shit up. So here comes the most unrealistic part of the movie. They are driving to their... somebody is driving up to their beautiful house that they've rented. And the reason why I say it's the most unrealistic part is because the road that they're driving on is to a nice area, which everybody knows when you're trying to get to your nice resort in the Bahamas, you got to drive through the fucking hood. You got to see the most depressing shit ever. And then you be like, and close the gate behind you.
All inclusive.
Yep. And just close the gate behind you and never think about it, and get those poor people to bring you drinks for an hour. And so it turns out this is Jill Scott's character and her husband, dude from the Carl Weber movies. I can't remember his name.
Troy is the character's name.
Yeah, Troy. And what's her name? Sheila, thank you. And so they get there, and they're excited, and they're like, "Oh, this is great." And look, here's the thing. Everybody working in this scene, from the taxi drivers to the people who give them their drinks and all that, these people just live on the island.
They were people.
Yeah, they are not active.
They were like, what?
yeah, it was actually kind of funny. Like, nah, they just filmed those people and probably didn't even get like a film release. They're just like, nah, you in the movie now. They're like, oh shit, we working for Jill Scott this weekend? Like, nah, don't even talk to her when she's on stage. So they get there and they got drinks and everything, and it's all very nice. It's a lovely place. Just as a side note, it's beautiful. And Sheila mentions, like, this is why they spent their last bit of money, because they need this vacation, because Troy can't find a job, and they just moved from Colorado to Chicago. Atlanta, excuse me. And it's been hard, but they needed this vacation to kind of get their heads right. Yeah, I don't care how rough life is. I'm not spending my last bit of money to go to the Bahamas for a week. No, Bill, we got bills. Like, grow up. Let me get a job, and then we can go to Freeport. We ain't going to Nassau. Freeport is cheap. Also, look, black people, yo, travel somewhere besides the Caribbean, yo. And besides just the Bahamas, like that other islands. Yo, we love the Bahamas. Have you been?
Of course, I've been to Nassau.
I've never been.
And Great Stirrup Cay. Those were the two places I went.
Yeah. Don't worry, you going at some point. You going. It's in your DNA.
And we're going to Jamaica in November.
See?
So
you got to go to the islands. You have to. You have to.
Not where I wanted to go, but it's our 40th year. We'll go where you want to go.
Where you go for your 41st? Or for her 41st?
Who knows?
St. Thomas?
Who knows? Probably.
St. Croix?
Yeah, St. Croix.
Oh, shit. That's so funny. Yeah, no, black people, we love the islands, man. We do.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Then we see Patricia show up and Gavin, played by Janet Jackson and Malik Yoba, respectively. Obviously, we know them from the first movie. She is a singer dancer, and he is a undercover New York police officer. And so they show up. Janet Jackson still out there rocking the fakest tits I've ever seen. God bless you. But it just looks kind of silly. Like like she's supposed to be this very like serious person. I'm like, yo, your boobs are they're enormous. She's like, no, I need you to take me seriously. I do. Right here.
Are they fake?
Yeah, 100%.
I thought you may have gotten.
I thought she had a little bit of weight.
Yeah, but she's had fake boobs for quite some time. Like she has. Look, I'm not mad at the way Janet Jackson looks at all. I like that she found a nose that was reasonable. Yeah, she looks good. I will say this: Janet Jackson is one of the worst actresses I've ever seen. She is horrible in this. She is. She's horrible. She has a couple of scenes where she has to throw in some emotion that are pretty good. Every time outside of that, she's terrible. Like Janet Jackson at some point, probably at Jermaine Dupri's house, has fucked that dude's house up with a pair of golf clubs. But she wasn't acting. But
she wasn't acting because this was filmed around, like, production had to stop because her brother died.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And Tyler Perry was like,
use it.
I want you to think of something sad during this scene.
All right, come on.
Right.
Yo,
and
come
then,
on.
we're going to film it. And apparently she broke 2 titanium golf clubs during the rampage.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that wasn't acting. Like, that was some real shit. But the parts where she's just like...
3 of them.
Yeah. Like, the talky parts? Nah. That was Janet Jackson, the actor. Wow, her boobs are ridiculous. Anyway.
Apparently this was Tyler Perry's 9th film in 5 years.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Lord.
Prolific does not mean you're good, as you would say. Right?
Yep.
So Tyler Perry and Terry and Patricia, they get there and they're talking about like how they had to ride the plane with Angela and Marcus, and they're like, yo, I need a drink. Like these niggas was wilding. And so Terry runs off to meet up with the rest of the guys who are out getting on the jet skis. And Tyler Perry's character does something that really I don't like, which is, oh, can I go? I'm like, yo, you're not a boy. You're a man. Just be like, yo, I'm going to play with the jet skis. Please. Can I go? Yeah, like, I'll put some bass in your voice. I'm acting like a simp, but that is your character. Angela and Marcus get there. They walk in. They are yelling at each other. For some reason, Marcus keeps talking in football metaphors, which is just hilarious. And she's like, nobody knows your ass down here. Shut the fuck up. And he's like, all right, whatever. And she offers to pay $20 and then $100 to the dudes. It was like, if you know him, I will give you money. And they're probably like, yo, is this a movie set? Why are we here?
Those 2 guys was like,
I feel like most of her shit was ad-libbed.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like shit like that. Like, I'll give you $20 if you know who he is and all that. Like, because they didn't know what the fuck to do. Because like you said, they're not actors. They're bellhops.
Yeah. By the way, it would have been hilarious if one of them answered be like, yo, that's Marcus from, Sports Shop. Would be like, oh shit.
It would have been hilarious. They were like, yeah, that's Michael Jai White. He was sparring.
Cut. That's actually this is the secondary scene. That's exactly what happened before. yo, I loved you in fucking Bonesaw or whatever that other Blood and Bone that you did. I don't know. His movies are not very good. Sad. So they get there, and then everyone's like, "Hey, stop yelling at each other, you psycho bitch. Come say hi to your girlfriends." And she's like, "Oh, okay. I was wild." And everybody is happy for a second, and then Marcus immediately is like, "I'm gonna dip the fuck out of here to go be with my friends, so I don't have to be around you four ladies." So they all leave. The guys all leave, and they go out to the jet skis.
But before she leaves, she says the title of the movie.
Oh,
Yeah, he was like, why did I get married too?
I'm like,
he said it. He said the title.
okay.
It's mark of a shitty movie, by the way. Especially with a movie whose title is so just weird.
Yeah.
Why did I get married to? Like nah,
That
like
two doesn't make any sense.
no, it doesn't. Like, well, why did I get married also? Like, not what?
And that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that
You
to
wouldn't
someone.
say that.
Right.
The fuck did I get married for? There's nothing. You don't need to add anything at the end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't repeat the same line that someone just said.
You
to
would.
you.
If he says, "Why did I get married?" You were like, "Why did I get married?"
Right.
Two.
You would like. You're like, "What the fuck?" Okay, stop it.
I guess they didn't do.
Why did I get married as well?
They need a third. They need a third one. They need a third one called "Why Did I Get Married 3" and try to cram that into a logical sentence. Why did I get married 3
times? Like,
p.m. is the time we should meet. Like, weird. Comma 3. So then there's a scene that just to me solidifies how incredibly attractive Tyler Perry thinks men are, and it's just a scene of the dudes with no shirts on, just sitting on the jet skis. Michael Jai White is way too fucking big to be a normal person walking around. This dude is fucking jacked. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you see all the fucking sinew and shit in his.
Yo, he's so fucking. I'm like, yo, you're a professional martial artist. The other guy's like, yo, I can't even get a job. He was like, I'm keeping my vest on. Fuck all that. I'm the man from 3B. Fuck out of here. But Michael Jai White, look, there's part of me that thinks Michael Jai White was like, oh, I'm not wearing a shirt in the scene.
It's like the fuck I need one for.
Like, he was like, look, I don't really need to wear one the whole time, to be honest. But yeah, he's sitting out there, like the four of them are sitting around. And it's just weird because, again, this scene, okay, there's almost none of it that's not a single camera shot on one of the guys. So and then they keep switching back to Troy, and he's got bloom lighting behind him.
Yo, this is the shit that makes me so fucking mad. Like, why does he use this all the time?
I have no idea, but it's
just him just looking like befuddled.
He's just like y'all.
I'm on the jet ski just chilling. Like, huh? What?
There's a couple of scenes with Tyler Perry.
Guy, apparently.
Yeah, he is. But there's a couple of scenes with Tyler Perry and Michael Jai White sitting next to each other. There's no one else there, guys. Like, there's no one there. There's a camera rolling, but there's no one there.
A matte painting in the background.
Like, it's just fucking weird. Like, most of the situations are not. I would be shocked to know that they are all sitting around really together.
There's a reason why the first movie took place in a house.
Yeah.
And this one, it just like it feels like you were given money, but then like you just wanted to go to the Bahamas with it.
Thank you.
And then you came back and was like, oh shit, we forgot to shoot.
No, come on back down. Let's go back down.
Yeah, let's go to my
sit in this fucking studio, sit in my backyard, and we'll put a green screen up, and we'll put the fucking beach house back there.
But I'm telling you, that is 100% my thought. Is that he just wanted to go down to the Bahamas with his friends. It was like, yo, why don't we just do the next movie down here? Like, we already gonna go down there and party anyway.
Yeah, he pulled an Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
That's
like
what the fuck they do.
What's that movie he did with like Chris Rock and like all his other friends? Grown Ups?
Was that it?
Yeah, where because like the second one they were like, we're going to Hawaii. I'm like, nah, y'all just wanted to go to Hawaii.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like for 2 weeks.
Yeah, come on. Look, I'm not going to say that I wouldn't do that. Like, hey, well, we're going to podcast from Hawaii. Okay, like that's fine.
No, I have no problem with that.
Like, all right, cool. We did an hour show and to the beach. So yeah, so they're all sitting there. Marcus talks about. They're basically all talking about like, man, women are crazy, dog. I can't understand them. Yeah, you right. Why did I get married? Why did I get married too? Why did I get married for? Like, who cares? Right? They're having a nonsensical conversation about.
And that's the thing, right? Like guys have, like Jay and I have these conversations, right, about our wives.
Yeah, and I look a lot like Michael J. White.
But
shit, I wouldn't wear a shirt on this show if I did.
But it's not like these conversations don't feel real. They feel like somebody who's just trying to start some shit just asks a stupid, inane question,
right? Like,
or make some stupid ass comment about his sexual prowess and shit. Like, sometimes I think she gets into an argument with me just so I can dick her down. Like, what the fuck? What?
I mean, by the way, he's not wrong as far as his character is concerned.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, that is what happens.
She's a fucking asshole.
Look, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, there is something to be said, like, in my experiences in life, crazy people tend to be pretty wild in bed. Just saying. So, I mean, the whole premise is like their relationship is complete shit, but they fuck all the time. Like, that's really, I mean, they love each other, but like that's what's really keeping them together is they're just both wild freaks. And look, there's a scene of her running on the beach later, and I was like, I get it. I get it.
Like, God damn.
I'll roll them dice.
Can you just shut up for like 10 minutes, please? Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, I didn't know that was going on there. Okay. God bless you. So, yeah, they have this really weird conversation. Tyler Perry is laughing like a buffoon at one point, and it's just like really affected and stuff like that. I'm like, what you're saying isn't funny, and it's not only is it not funny, there's no one like off camera laughing along where you're just like, okay, like you kind of get
this whole scene, like it just seems super disjointed. Like you said, it didn't seem like they were together, and like the conversation just. It just seemed
it wasn't
just weird.
It wasn't interesting. Like they had this scene.
About?
They had this scene in the first movie. They had a couple scenes like this. Just the guys talking and shit. And that's when they brought up like the 80-20 thing.
Yeah.
And
they dealt with something.
Yeah, they dealt with real like relationship shit. This one is just like happy wife, happy life.
By the way, don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I hate that statement. I hate that statement. I hate it because what it implies is that guys' happiness in a marriage doesn't fucking matter. That's I hate that fucking statement.
MRAs are like, well, no, it's happy spouse, happy house now.
I think that's actually okay. And I hate to say that because apparently now I'm a fucking men's rights activist because I think that two people should be happy. Right. But it shouldn't be. I don't like that because that is, again, a lot of that fucking chivalry shit comes from thinking that women aren't equal. That's where it comes from. And that idea of happy wife, happy life is because, hey, you don't work, so let me just make sure the household's fine while you're staying at home and not having a job. And if you're happy, then I don't have to hear you. Because what it says is, I just want to make you happy so I don't have to hear you bitching and complaining.
That's what I get from it. I get, happy wife, happy life. All right, I'm going to just let you do whatever you want, so you just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, just shut up. And like, that's not what a marriage should be, by the way. It should be that, I hate to say this, but it should be happy spouse, happy house. But that is the right attitude. It shouldn't be like, make sure you suck his dick and then you'll be fine. Like, that shouldn't be it either. Like, relax. So, yeah, I hate that statement. I don't like when people use it because it is a very old school mentality that women think that it's positive to them. It's not positive to you. They're telling you to shut the fuck up is what they're telling you to do. I need people to actually like dig into the meaning of anything. So, yeah, it's, this scene is weird. It is really weird. I don't like it. I don't like Malik Yoba in this scene. Like, he's like, I've been around women and studying women and all this other stuff, and I got nothing. I just don't understand them. I don't know. I just don't get it. Clearly, nigga, because your marriage is garbage. Like, it's just garbage. Also, I wouldn't marry Janet Jackson. She's crazy. So, again, Troy is just grinning like a fucking idiot. He don't say nothing. He's just dumb. Yeah, it's really weird. So then back at the house, they Angela is talking to Janet Jackson's character, and she's like, or Patricia, and she's like, look, all of my fights with Marcus come from your book because I check your book and I try to see what you would say to do at this moment, and I try to do those things, and we always get into an argument. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, kind of give me an example. She's like, in your book, you say I don't need to have my husband's passcode on his phone because I trust him. She was like, and I took that as I don't trust that nigga, so I need the passcode on his phone. And see, in that I was like, oh, that's Angela from the first movie. Those are the parts I actually enjoyed. And so I have to ask the question: does your significant other have the passcode to your phone?
Yeah, and I have hers.
That is the correct answer.
It's the same.
You have the same code?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. No, you're gonna have to remember my code. No. Yeah, no, my wife has my code, I have hers. Not simp ass Tyler Perry. His character, she got his code. I don't think he had her code. Or he don't look.
He couldn't have.
Yeah.
Because the second I thought about dates in which something happened, I'd be like, check that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nah. Yeah, look, if you're in a relationship and the other person won't give you the code to their phone, you got yo. Mm-mm. Nope. My wife was like, oh, like, what's the code to your phone? I'm like, yeah, go and fucking, what do I care? I'm not hiding anything. Like, there's nothing on my phone to hide. Like, just, maybe don't open Instagram.
Don't worry about who I follow.
Yeah, like, I don't need
who I
that.
follow.
Like, I don't need that trouble. Like, I just don't. But literally besides that, that's it. Like, I just, there's nothing. I don't text anybody secretly. I don't call anybody secretly. I don't give a fuck. You look through my phone. You look through it 24 hours a day. You know what you're going to find? A bunch of unlistened to voicemails from telemarketers. That's the 90% of the shit you can find on my phone. So it's like, who cares? So then we get a scene where Mike shows up at the house. He is obviously the ex-husband of Sheila, played by Jill Scott, who was a piece of shit in the first movie.
Shout out to the artist that painted that goatee and mustache on his face. Because, nigga, that shit ain't real. Look at how dark it is, yo.
Yeah,
look at how dark and shiny it is.
Oh, the Beijing was popping.
It looked real Beijing-y.
Oh. Why do guys do this?
It looks silly, yo.
Just have a struggle beard like Deacon does all the time. Like, what the fucking is the problem? Like, come on now. Sorry, Dorian. So he comes and he's like, look, this is part of my timeshare. So I'm here to share my time. I'd have thrown this nigga right the fuck out of there. If you don't get, also, you are dressed like an ass. Like, I kind of felt like there's part of the story that they just decided to cut out. Like, did he just come out as gay? Because like they kept doing this thing of like, oh, you're so sensitive and all this other stuff, and then like, I don't know, like just kind of like his little kind of sachet out of the thing, and like he had like a more of like a, I don't know, he had just kind of a sassier way of talking like than I remember in the first one. It was just weird. I don't care if that's a character choice, and I'm not saying it like as a negative. It just seemed like maybe they decided to go that way, and then we're just like, okay, let's not do that. I mean, there's clearly a lot of editing that went on in this movie, so who knows? That might have originally been a part of the story. So
that shit is not real at the fuck all.
Oh no.
God damn. No. Like, that is upsetting now that that's not a hair.
No, it's not. Like, and you can tell, like, Michael Jai White has hair coming out of it.
Coming out of his face.
Lamont Rucker has hair coming out of his face. Like, you can see the strands. Nah, ain't no strands. Ain't no strands.
Ain't no strands and nothing.
Shit is just caked on.
I just...
Like,
and it looks like it's been buffed and polished. like a pair of fucking military shoes.
He looks ridiculous. Yeah, he just looks ridiculous. I just don't understand, like, but the thing is, like, it's easy to tell. Like, why would you do this?
Right. And like when these dudes do it, right? Like, they don't do it like the Ron Popeil fucking spray paint. You
Right,
know,
yeah, you don't fill
top of
in.
your head. Right, it's not filling. It's paint, nigga. It's paint.
It's literally like that.
Yo.
Fucking weird. You know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. Don't do Beijing. That shit this is ridiculous.
You look terrible.
Yeah, you never look cool doing that at all.
I think it is
like
funny how Malik Yoba and Michael Jai White have their shirts off for like the better part.
This is what I'm saying. Yo, it doesn't make
And
any
then
sense.
Tyler Perry and Mr. Shiny Beard, they kept their clothes on.
Yeah, because them niggas out of shape.
Yeah, he's like I ain't going to. The
Yeah, it's
gym.
like
I'm the director. Fuck you.
Well, look, it's like if you go to a pool and the fat nigga keep a t-shirt on the whole time.
Or
Yeah,
a
he
jersey.
Yeah, nah, yo, I'm good. Like, all right, yo. Yeah, your chest game ain't there. Look, I get it. It's understandable. But like Mike's got on a shirt and a t-shirt. Nigga, it's the Bahamas. It's 87 degrees outside. He like, nah, I'm good.
So stupid looking shirt.
I'm just saying,
fucking-
that shirt is hideous. Like, that shirt is hideous.
Oh, goddamn Tommy Bahama shirt.
Yeah. Like, nah, I look good. I'm going
My
in the
father used to wear
islands.
them shirts.
Who?
My father used to wear Tommy Bahama shirts.
That's a real store.
I know.
Is
My
it still a
father
real
used to
store?
wear Tommy Bahama shirts. Like, we bought them bitches.
No, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, it's not a good idea. It's not a good look. So Mike is like, all right. Well, he came down. He made some asshole comment to Troy, and he's like, "Hey, I heard you guys had a kid. Did you name the kid Mike Jr.?" I'd have been like, "No, come here for a second." Yo, he has the level of restraint that I just do not possess. I'd have beaten your cancer-ridden ass right up on that beach, yo. Surprise, surprise. Spoiler for the end. Nah, fuck all that. So they come back in the house. They leave Mike out there, and they're like, "Look, we didn't know he was coming, but I think we can all be adults and just like not worry about this dude and just deal with it." Meanwhile, Michael Jai White is like, "We need to stop the opposing teams from trying to score a touchdown."
That shit was funny.
It made no sense. What the fuck? It made no sense.
Well, but the funny thing is, but then Angela's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" She's like, "You can't get nobody off the 50-yard line because you can't get your little sliders out of the dugout." And he's like, "The fuck are you talking about?" None of that makes any sense. So you mix some metaphors. Wow, Janet Jackson's boobs look ridiculous. Like, it's just funny to me. Every time they pan over to her, it's just like titties all day.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ, her tits are huge. Every time she pops up, I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. God bless you. Too bad. I know Malik Yoba's like, damn, I don't get to look at that at all. Get out of my bra. And it's just like, hit him with a golf club. And again, Malik Yoba just refuses to put a shirt on. Like, all right, dog, we back inside. He's like, nah, it's hot.
Like, I know you're proud. I know you're proud, but come on.
Like the thing is, like, I ain't in shape. He ain't that in shape.
Right. You're proud, right? You're proud standing next to Tyler Perry and Richard T. Wilson. But you ain't proud. You don't need to be proud standing next to Michael Jai White, nigga.
Yeah, look, notice Michael Jai White and Malik Yoba are not in the same shot.
Right.
And I understand. If I was Malik Yoba, I'd be like, nah, yo, put me on, no, slide my ass over. Nah, fuck all that. Nah, this ain't gonna be no before and after shot of like CrossFit. Like, nah, fuck that. Nah, put me next to Tyler Perry. Like, I'd be
Yeah, this nigga got a shirt on.
yeah, look at me. I'm New York, not undercover. Like, nah, knock it off. So they're like, look, we can be rational. Like, we can figure this out. No, we can't figure this out. If I'm
you gotta
Troy,
go, yo. You gotta go.
nah, if I'm Troy, nah, nope. Nah, you ain't just gonna have this nigga just hanging out the house. I'm out. He's leaving, or I'm leaving. Like, fuck all that. You're not gonna make my wife miserable on some bullshit. Also, how the fuck he know y'all going that weekend?
I don't know. Maybe it's
Malik Yoba says something.
one of his. He's still friends with them people.
fuck them.
One of them probably said something.
Yeah. As we'll find out later, Malik Yoba's got a big ass mouth. He ain't no fight friend. So Diane is like, we're just gonna enjoy ourselves. We're not gonna think about him. Like, don't worry about it. And Troy asked Sheila to come upstairs. He's like, let me holler at you for a second. And he does a thing that not in the manner that I would have done it, but he does something that I would do. I don't want these people in my fucking business. Now stay out of my business. Nope.
Yeah.
especially my financial business. No, fuck that. And she's like, oh, I might have said that we spent our last bit of money. He's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's our business. Like, nah, that's one thing I don't like. I don't want people in my financial business. Nope. When we bought this house, my cousin got mad at me because we didn't use her to be our real estate agent. I was like, you too close.
Yeah.
No.
Like family and money.
No.
Nah.
No, because I saw how much a house cost. Let me borrow $20. Nah. We broke. Don't worry about how much money I got. Fuck out of here. Like, no, hell no. I was like, I need a third party person who I don't give a fuck about. Mm-hmm. That's how fucked up that is. Like, I'd rather have this person looking through all our financial records because I don't know them. That's it.
Yeah.
Nah. Mm-mm. And I feel like you gotta respect. You gotta respect his wishes there. She don't,
right?
But you should. And it's fucked up because I like Jill Scott's character, but she has a couple moments where I'm like, "You're being hard headed." Like you just saw, you're being hard headed, yo. Yeah. Like just show that man a little bit of respect, like just a little bit. Like don't just disregard what he said. Like just show him some respect. Like it's just fucked up. Because she was used to being with a piece of shit. Like he asked a simple question, yo, like keep these niggas out of my business. And she didn't.
They're our friends. Nah, they're your friends.
Yeah, no, he was like, I don't know them. Like I was a park ranger in Colorado 1 year ago. Like, nah, fuck all that.
Oh damn.
So we cut to a scene of the four guys, not Troy, but Mike in his stead, on a fishing trip. This looks like a good time, actually. Like the idea of going fishing in the Bahamas with your friends, like that to me appeals to me. That would be fun.
Yeah, and this is what fishing is: not doing shit.
Yeah, sitting around and drinking.
Sitting around drinking.
Yeah, it's great.
Fishing is boring as shit.
That's because you don't drink.
Fishing is boring as shit.
You don't eat red meat and you don't drink. You're boring as shit. You can't even have a hamburger. You gotta have a turkey burger and a fucking kombucha. That's the best you could do. Fuck out of here. Have a beer like a man. You can't have wine on a boat. You gotta have beer. Yeah.
Gavin's drinking water.
Well, Gavin ain't the one that I want to be compared to. I noticed how we didn't do that shit.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Damn.
I mean, goddamn.
Nah, don't compare me to anybody in the movie. We fighting.
Nope, that's right.
This one ain't. Yeah, this one ain't for play. Like, nah, yeah. I don't want to be anybody in this list. No, they're all the worst. So. While they're out on the boat, Gavin has a fucking fall from grace. Yikes. While they're out on the boat, Gavin lets it slip that Troy doesn't have a job, and he's struggling to have a job while they're in after they move to Atlanta. And so of course Mike is like, nigga, I knew it. I'm rich. And that's when God gave him cancer for being a dick. And so obviously Troy has money, so he takes pride in the fact that the guy she left him for is broke, and he's like, does she ever? He asked the guys, does Sheila ever ask about him? Because he misses her, and he feels bad about it or whatever. No, I'd have thrown that nigga off the boat. Like, fuck you, yo. Like, yo, you made that big woman get up off a plane and fly and drive to the location that you were in while you flew and fucked around on her, yo. Oh, I miss her. Yo, nigga, miss this boat, nigga. Like, bye. He's a piece of shit, yo.
Like, he asked them, and he knows that Marcus has that tell. Like, know what I'm saying? But when he's
that shit was funny. That shit was funny.
Like, oh, she really don't. Because he didn't.
They used that nigga as the fucking lasso of truth and shit. The fucking lie detective.
That was pretty goddamn funny. How big was that fish? It was
13 feet. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Huh?
Like, all right, nigga.
Do you guys have a tell when you lie?
No.
Yeah. There it is. No, why would I give up that information? What are you, insane? Doesn't make any sense. I'll never tell. So then the four ladies are getting a combination back massages and pedicures, and they're talking, and everybody is spilling their guts about all the shit that's going on in their marriage. But of course, Janet Jackson's character, Patricia, she is not saying anything because she keeps everything tight to the vest. And so they're like, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. Angela's like, nah, we getting shots, and I'm finding out about all of y'all bullshit. And she does talk about how she doesn't want to control Marcus. She just wants him to listen to everything she says. And basically, like, she got mad at Marcus because he didn't have a job and he wasn't shit. And now that he's got a job, she's mad because he's got a job. And so he ain't shit now, too. I'm like, so you're a bitch then. Okay, got it.
What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah. Yeah. I've never been out of work for more than half a week since I started working. No. Not having a job is wildly unacceptable. So I get that part of it. Then all of the couples are sitting around and they're playing spades because blackness, and nobody is screaming on each other. So this game is not real. Nobody's trying to get into a fist fight. So the Beijing is popping on Troy's face or on Mike's face. So he's pretty happy. He makes some comment, and basically Troy was like, shut the fuck up, nigga. Keep drinking your juice while I knock your teeth out. And you know what? I was kind of like, yeah. To the point where Mike was just like, I gotta go.
All right, he got me.
Yo, he tore his ass up in front of everybody. He was like, yo, I'm not the one.
I don't even want you here.
He was like, yo, I'm not gonna sit here and let you talk shit. I don't like your ass. It was like, you keep drinking your juice, nigga. And he was just like, oh, I'm gonna keep drinking this Snapple and getting these Snapple facts quietly in the corner. Yeah, which was great. Yeah, and then Malik Yoba's like, all right, man, come on, let's take a walk. And at that moment, he should have put down his cards and went and fucked Jill Scott because she was ready for it. Like, but see, he didn't read the situation properly. You know? So your wife was like, yeah. I'd have been like, renege, nigga, we got it. Right. Yeah. But instead, that's what Marcus did, because he was just like, look, I'm done dealing with your ass, and so he just bounced. And by the way, the reason why Troy got pissed is because Michael tried to call him out about not having a job. Right. And again, I would have rolled your ass right over that fucking bar, bro. Like, again, yo, I don't understand. Yo, maybe I live in a different world. I just do not believe in being disrespected like that. Like, it would fucking piss me off, yo. No. And I'm pretty sure if I'm Troy, I could kick Richard T. Jones's ass.
I mean, he did.
Yeah.
Exactly. Later on, I mean, he's like, my bad, yo, I ain't know.
I'd have been like, you be all right.
Deserved it, though.
Right.
No, that wouldn't have been my response. I'd have been like, you be all right. You be all right. That ain't the thing that's going to kill you. You could beat this, and when you get into remission, I'm going to whoop your ass again, too. You be fine. Nah, fuck all that. You're not going to disrespect me, especially you're not going to disrespect me or my wife. Like, nah. Not in that loose-ass teal shirt. Nah, nigga, we rumbling in that house. Fuck all that. So Marcus is like, yo, I gotta go. He fake reneged so he could get out of the game. Later that night, Troy and Sheila are upstairs, and Troy is like, I'm just gonna go ahead and not look at you. And she gets really sad. And I felt sorry for Sheila because she's not my favorite character, but she's like a good person. Like she's always trying to do the right thing. And I think Jill Scott is actually like a pretty decent actress, actually. Like, I think she does a pretty good job.
Yeah.
And, you know, her character is just not a piece of shit, which is nice, because everybody else is.
She goes on and on when Troy is like, I just want to go to sleep. And she's just like, nah, we're going to talk about this shit right now. You ain't going to sleep. We ain't going to bed mad. You want to talk to me. Because I ain't going to have this happen like the last time. I was like, uh-oh, is she about to flip out? She about to black out? She about to black out?
She just grab a wine bottle like, nigga, you saw the first movie?
Right.
Knock your ass out.
That's my go-to.
Yo, she cracked that dude in the back of the head. That shit was hilarious.
That's what gave me cancer.
She rattled something loose. God damn. You can't just hit a person in the head with a fucking
Not a
wine bottle.
wine bottle. Yeah,
She's like,
Wine bottles are thick as shit.
you know, she's just like, especially the bottom end. So,
knocked his ass unconscious.
she was like, I had enough of your shit. So Angela and Marcus are in bed, and she's like, look, I need to get the passcode to your phone. And he's like, all right. God damn. The passcode is GO, the number 2, HELL. And apparently, she didn't try that code because she got very angry at him for some fucking reason.
Funny.
So he was basically go to hell. And we see Terry and Diane, they're in their room, and he's like, hey, why don't you talk to me? And she was like, yeah, we can do that. Phil? And he was like, who's Phil?
Who the fuck is Phil?
And she was like, no. She was like, I was going to fill up the bathtub. Like, yo.
Like, shut the
No,
fuck up.
we having this conversation right fucking now.
Like,
that's it.
Terry and
movie
Phil.
is fucking over.
Yeah, I'd be like, cut scene.
Right.
Nah, tell me who Phil is.
This is it.
See,
Vacation done.
See, this is where the movie, to me, doesn't go off the rails, but this is where the movie goes from, oh, this is really bad, to, I'm starting to hate characters in this movie. I'm starting to hate them.
Yeah.
And right then, don't fucking lie to me, yo. Don't lie to me. Because in the first movie, this simp ass nigga was just like, oh, everything's fine. You just love to work. Well, apparently she loved to work because Phil is at work. She's now apparently, as we'll find out later, emotionally cheating on him, which I would agree with his character is worse.
Yeah,
it is absolutely worse than physically cheating, which is not to say that physically cheating isn't horrible. It is. But emotionally cheating is somehow even worse because it means you actually have a real connection with that person, right? Yeah, you can, men or women. I mean, he mentions it like as a man thing, but men or women, like, you could slip up, let's say, and get drunk and like sleep with somebody, right? That's one thing. But if you're like messaging the person and getting fly and shit, nah, yo, no. Oh, hell no. Look, I couldn't recover from either, but I would be more apt to recover from just a physical mistake versus an emotional mistake. No way. No, you emotionally cheat. Janet Jackson screaming in a hospital, fix it, ain't enough.
Yeah.
Fix it. And she comes close. I'd have been like, hit it with the Dave Chappelle. Get your face away from me. No, yo, get the fuck away from me. No, you go talk to Phil. See if he'll make you feel good. Like, fuck out of here. Take your half Filipino ass home.
Phil is vastly different than Terry.
Right.
Like, that ain't even a mistake. That ain't even a slip up.
Your mouth doesn't even form the same. Phil, Terry.
Yeah.
Nah, yo. Nah, that ain't no fucking slip up.
I meant to say I'm gonna go fill the tub.
Go toilet. What? Huh?
I had red meat. I don't feel well. That's disgusting.
Who's Phil? Like, that's silly. Who's
Nah,
Phil?
yo,
Like, bitch, no. Who the fuck is Phil?
Like, I'm just gonna.
We having that conversation right now.
Yeah, look, in fairness, that's a scary conversation.
Yeah,
right? That's a super scary conversation. But you say another man's name where we're just getting ready to get intimate. Let's close that book. Okay, let's talk about it. Who the fuck is Phil? Let me know. And she's just like, yeah, I'm
gonna fill the bathtub. Like,
yeah, Phil McCracken. What? Who? Gotta go. And then she tries to do the sexy thing. She's like, yeah, I'm about to fill this bathtub. Like, bitch, you was thinking about some other dude who was probably white.
Philip.
No, Phil's black.
Nah.
You see Phil in the movie.
Where?
Do you? No, you don't.
He's the other attorney. He's Gavin's attorney.
Oh, is that right?
That's Phil.
Oh, damn! I didn't know that. Damn, I totally missed it. Okay, yeah, all right, I stand corrected. All right, we have to look at this.
I mean, I'm gonna double check
the divorce,
but I think that's Phil, yo. I think that's Phil.
We'll see. So Jill Scott is just like getting into Troy's ass. She's like, look, you better get your shit together. I ain't dealing with nobody. Treat me like shit. Fuck that.
Richard Whiten is Philip.
Wow.
Okay. And she's like, why aren't you touching me? And, like, why aren't you acting like my husband? And he's like, I'm just trying to guess. I'm just trying to guess. All right. You right. Yeah, you got me. And so, yeah, they're trying to get together. And we cut back to Angela and Marcus. And Marcus is saying what everyone else is probably screaming at their television, which is, you're crazy and you need to calm the fuck down. And so, yeah, I think he gives her the phone at this point. Or maybe it's later.
No, he doesn't give her the phone until damn near close to the end of the movie.
Yeah.
After she fucking comes to his job screaming and hollering. Like,
Not ever. But he pulls a baby boy. She's like yelling at him, and he was like, all right, well, clearly you just need a dick down. You shut up. He was like, happy wife, happy life. And she was like, great, thanks. Because that was all that she needed, was just to have makeup sex. We cut back to Sheila and Troy. And, they're having like a real conversation and like he feels bad because he can't provide. He's always been able to provide. And he hasn't had a job in months, which, look, I had to just rob a nigga at that point. Like, months without a job? What's the longest you guys have been without a job?
oh, wow. 3.
Months?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a while.
No, did you rob, like, you ain't rob nobody?
I thought about it.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yikes! Like I said, it's been a half a week was the longest I didn't have a job, and I was like, I was in California. I was like, I might have to rob a nigga because a half a week put you in like serious debt real fast. Gas was $5 a gallon. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Jesus Christ!
No, I was like, how much is a gun? We got that in the savings. Or I can just put my hand in my jacket.
Yeah, fake it.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, they were like, nigga, it's 85 degrees. Why you got on a members only jacket trying to rob me? Get out of here.
Like, you got to show me the gun, nigga. I'm not giving you shit.
That would be like, show it to me.
Yeah.
Nah,
fuck
I
out of
don't
here. Look, you know me. You got to prove it.
Right. You've been robbed.
I've been robbed at gunpoint. And I was like, suck my dick. Like, I don't see it. I'm walking the fuck away. Not my face.
Like, you better come over here. Like, nah.
Like, prove it.
Yeah, just show me the gun. Ain't no big deal. Look, if you're right, then you're right, and then we're in the same situation. But if you're wrong, we gonna fight. I'm gonna knock your ass out from fucking with my time. Like, nah. And I'm gonna rob you because I'm broke too. Fuck all that. Yeah, and he just says like he's stressed out. And look, this is the only real poignant thing that is ever dealt with in this movie, which is like the idea of guys by societal design have been set up to be the providers. And he's got a kid, he's got a wife, and I don't get the impression she works, right? So they're trying to like get it together. They're in a new town.
Why did they move to Atlanta for?
I don't know. I guess to just be back.
She wanted to move to Atlanta.
Yeah,
but
I don't know
say
why. Because it's fucking Black Mecca. It is.
You didn't like it in Colorado? Where they had a store and he was a sheriff?
Yeah, but ain't no black people in Colorado.
Go to
That's true.
No, she got to go to Colorado Springs. There's black people there.
Is it?
Yeah, because they're in the military.
Oh, all right. There you go.
That's it. The rest of them gone. It's too cold up there. Fuck all that. So she's like, look, sometimes I feel like I'm being punished, when I don't do something right. And he was like, classic nigga shit. Like, he's like, all right. Like, I think we threw this argument. I'm trying to fuck now. He's like, I think I need to be punished. Like, all right, yo, come on, yo.
Yeah, he did that shit before, yo.
I'm like, yo, come on, yo.
In that first movie, yo. I was like, well, maybe you the hero. Like, what? Huh?
He's like, if you could just take your panties off, that would be good. He's like, I'll say anything. I'll go fuck. He's like, just bring your ass home. And then they, Terry and Diane, they hear some rumblings next door. And Diane walks out and she's like, she sees Patricia and she's like, were you and Gavin arguing? Like, I know how like fucking perfect you guys are. And she's like, no, we're fine. We're fine. Have you listened to my song Scream with my brother? I'm fine. And that was a great video. And And she's like, no, everything is fine. And like the Diane or Patricia's whole thing is like, she don't give up nothing. Yeah. She keeps everything in, which is really not healthy, especially if you're a fucking therapist. Like, you don't know that? Get a therapist. Don't you have other friends? You have professional friends to talk to. But, you know, it's weird because she doesn't do what most people do, which is the physician heal thyself thing. Like, oh, okay, I keep this thing shit tight to the vest. Let me talk to somebody. Or, you know, you get into it for that reason. But then you try to help yourself, but she don't help herself. She's just fucking miserable. And so she goes and she's like, look, no, we're not arguing. Everything is perfect. Don't worry about us. The next morning, Sheila comes downstairs, which I found it a little offensive.
Shit was dark, yo.
Like, no, that part gets super dark. But it's like, why does the big girl got to be like rushing down to cook and all that? But like, you know, I just felt like it was kind of like, because like there's a scene later on where she comes home and her husband's like, I cook for you. I was like, all right. Like food, no, but food like surrounds their relationship a lot. I just thought that was kind of like, all right, we get it.
She can't like food, nigga. Goddamn.
No, I'm not saying she can't like food, but for a character who's large part of their person. No, no, I'm saying that for a character whose personality is almost defined from the jump of the series as like about her weight and stuff like that, it's weird that it's always surrounding food. Like there's a lot of things about their relationship that surrounds food. It's just weird. It just felt cheap. It just felt cheap to me.
I didn't notice that at all.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, Troy likes for me to cook for him. That's what she said.
Yeah, and then he was like, oh, I liked when you cook for me too. And she was like, yeah, that's why I ate alone, nigga. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, this thing was wild. I'm like, God damn.
This scene was ridiculous, yo. Like, this nigga was like, oh, yeah, don't you remember? Yeah, don't you remember the wall? Yeah, the wall was orange. She was like, no, it was yellow. No, it was orange. It was orange. You wrong. It was orange. She was like, no, nigga, it was yellow. I remembered it because of the hole that was left when you pushed me into it, you bitch. I was like, God damn, this nigga was an abuse, like a physical abuse.
By the way, God that was not in their story in the first movie. He was just an emotional abusing piece of shit. And I was like, yo, they were just like, well, let's just fucking yeet that right into their story.
Jesus Christ, yo.
Yeah, I was just like,
go ahead and season this story with abuse. Like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, the tile was pink because I could never get the blood off the floor. That I was like, yo, what the fuck? You need to be in jail. It was just like,
oh, come on, yo. Like, I found that to be, I was like, all right, this is where we're at. God, like, as if Mike needed more of a reason to be hated. I already hated this dude. Like, he was already, again, him getting her getting off the plane and him not going with her and then staying with the other woman was already the worst thing I've ever seen a husband do to a wife, like in one of these type of movies. You didn't have to throw in the fact that he was a physical abuser. Like, you didn't have to.
Like any goodwill that might have been garnered when you find out that he has cancer. Nah, yo, that was shot when you found out that the nigga punched his goddamn wife and the blood was on the fucking floor.
Yeah, I was just like, that's why I was just kind of like, oh. You got cancer?
I got cancer.
What kind of cancer? Oh. Is it the real bad kind? Good. Like, who cares?
Jesus Christ, man.
Like, what stage you in? Oh, I'm in stage 1. Nigga, shut up. You ain't got real cancer. Like, you need stage 4 so you get your ass the fuck out of here. So Mike is out on the porch and he comes in a ill-fitting shirt and he's just like, hey, Angela, see you cooking. We got staff for that. You know, I had to do that. That's why I'm paying for this. Paying for this place. And she's like, all right, nigga, shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. And this is where he goes into the whole thing of like, yo, remember our first place and we used to get together. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with you, yo? And she shut it down the best way she could, which is just dropping facts.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, if she doesn't immediately like
pushback,
acknowledge the fact that this guy was a fucking bastard to her. And I'm like, oh. And then she says, oh, yeah, I remember it. And I'm like, oh, okay, so she is going to acknowledge it. And then she was like, yeah, because you pushed me into the fucking wall. I'm like, oh.
And here we go.
So, yeah, I'm glad she pushed back. I'm upset that that they made Mike just and this is what I mean. Like, this is the lazy ass Tyler Perry. Like, okay, well, we gotta really establish that this guy is evil. Let's make him an abuser also. You know what I mean?
There's a lot.
I am dark skinned and bald. Right? You know, like, come on, yo.
I hate you. I hate Jesus. Like, okay. Then we get a scene of Angela running out of the water at the beach, which was...
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Yeah. Not expecting that, boy.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Just,
That's fine.
looking at this fine-ass black woman.
Yeah. I like Tasha Smith, though. She's a funny personality, period. Like, as an actress, she is funny. Janet Jackson and the other characters, they don't want to go into the water. They give some excuse. Then, though her response is over the top, I feel like it was warranted. Somebody threw a fucking cremated body onto her, and it was just like...
Yeah, that wasn't over the top. Fuck that. I might fight them niggas. I don't give a fuck how old they are.
You gonna fight Lou Gossett Jr.?
Man, like, yo...
No, it was my cousin's ashes. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Yo, nah, yo, we gotta have a conversation, yo. That ain't funny.
But like, yo, Iron Eagle, if you don't go sit your ass down...
Like, that's fucked up. And they sitting there laughing. Like, that's somebody's dead body on me, yo. Nah.
I would have definitely run back out and dove into the ocean. That's 100% true.
Oh shit!
That shit was
yo. Mm-mm.
I mean, she's being a little over the top,
and then it just is all right.
Yeah, like
it went on way too long.
Yeah, exactly. It went on too long.
But like,
so they meet Lou Gossett Jr. and Cicely Tyson, who were just happen to be hanging out on the right near the beach. And I do that terrible accent because that was pretty much their accent. That came and went with the wind. That blew their friend directly onto Angela. And so you come to find out that they've been married for like 55 years or something like that. And they get invited by the three women to their dinner that night. They're like, "Oh, you're black. You guys seem happy and married. Why don't y'all come to our why did this get married? Why did I get married to party?" And so they're like, "All right. I mean, your friend gonna be all right because this bitch is wilding out there." And so then they have their "Why did I get married?" also party. Everybody goes around in circles and they're talking and they're going up on the platform, telling each other like, why did they get married and everything else. And Troy and Sheila get up there. They have a nice heartfelt thing and they basically just shit on Mike. They might as well just shit it in Mike's mouth right there. It was like, yeah, she was in a shitty relationship with a piece of shit and she was treated like shit. And this nigga wasn't shit. I'm like, God damn. And he was like, and I saved her from this ain't shit nigga. And then they just look at him for a minute. And he just looks sad. Because fuck him.
Yo, if you Mike, why would you even go?
Yeah, why did you do that?
Yo, it's called Why Did I Get Married, yo?
Yo, this shit is not like this again. Shit like this doesn't make sense for this movie. Like this is logic problems in this movie, man.
Hey, Mike, you coming? Nah.
Like, what the fuck?
I don't need to be. I ain't married. I don't need to be here.
Like, go. Like, you rich? You at an island? You ain't got no friends you can meet up with.
Like Mike the character wouldn't be there.
No,
he wouldn't.
No, he would be going out and partying.
Right. I just
why did you go to the Bahamas to just be miserable?
I guess to try and get his girl back
because he got cancer.
Right. Looking for some sympathy pussy.
I mean, look, I get that. I'm just saying, like, but she's married though.
Right. Like, what the fuck?
Like, if she was single...
what was your end game, nigga? Like, what was your end game? Huh? Like, what was his goal? To break them up, to remarry, to die? What kind of cancer he had? Maybe he could have gave her a body part. Oh, no, we don't find out.
Yeah, he just got better.
There's a lot of fucking shit that we don't find out about in this fucking movie.
Spoiler alert, how does he survive yet another character? You know what? We'll get there.
This part pissed me off because the green screen was making me very angry. When they were standing on the platform.
It didn't feel real to you?
Sure.
I don't
Like,
think
I don't know if they were
noticed.
on the beach.
Oh,
I don't know if they
yeah.
were on a sound stage. I don't know. And then that fucking blue
No,
light
it's
again.
it's the same. It's the same one.
Or from acrimony.
Yeah, it's the same where the boat. It's the same one, yo. Like when they're standing on the dock at Druid Hill Park, right? It's the same one when they're on the boat at the end. It's exactly the same green screen. Yes.
Like, it's upsetting to me. Like, why couldn't you just film this shit outside, you know? Why?
Nah, fuck that.
Apparently, what is it? The biggest difficulty in filming the nighttime scenes in the Bahamas was the amount of mosquitoes and fireflies attracted to the production lights. I don't think that's a good enough reason for you
To just green screen.
to green screen these testimonials. Like, it looks so bad, yo.
Right.
Like, it looks like a Star Trek holodeck. Like, it looks so bad, yo.
Like,
It does. It does.
like, the lighting is coming from behind them, right? There's no moon.
There's no moon.
No moon. But then when you cut to the other characters sitting in the chairs, ain't no light shining in their face. Or it's on the wrong side. Like, the cat.
Yeah, but no, the light is coming from above them. Like, yeah, I guess the moon is directly over Luke Costage's head, and then to his right. It's really.
It's bothersome. Like, this shit was making me mad when I was watching. I'm like, yo, why the fuck didn't you just film this outside?
Yeah.
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
Like, nigga, you could have filmed
Get
it.
some off, nigga. You can afford it.
Like, you could have filmed it in fucking
This is
Atlanta.
so fucking lazy, man.
Yeah, you could have just filmed it in
Like, if
Atlanta.
you don't do it indoors. It looks terrible. God.
Yeah,
damn,
like you
man.
could have just done it outside in Atlanta.
Anywhere. It's a fucking torso up shot.
Nah, you got to do
You ain't
that.
got. Fine. Tyler,
He couldn't find anywhere that didn't have a building in the background. He was like, can't do it. Can't do it.
It's like it's gonna cost too much.
It's gonna cost
To film this
$8.
scene outside.
So let's do it in fucking
Let's do it in my
post.
fucking studio.
Ugh, good lord. So they're all going around, and it's all lovely. They get to Angela and Marcus, and they're too busy arguing to do their thing. Lucas Jr. and Cicely Tyson get up and tell their story. It's a sweet story. And then it's time for Patricia and Gavin.
Like,
And they were just like, you want us to follow this? We're kind of confused. And so, I'm just going to say this. I made fun of Janet Jackson's acting earlier. And the fact that she's super not acting later on in the movie. Janet Jackson looks super fine in this scene. She looks great. She just does. She looks like just mad comfortable. Like, that's an island look. I like it. She looks dope. That being said, she pulls a fucking skank ass move. Yo, I was confused, right? I was super confused because they get up on the platform and she announces that they're planning on getting divorced. And I'm looking at Gavin and I'm like, why does this nigga look surprised?
right. Turns out.
Turns out he was surprised because she just straight up went and did that. And then when you think about it, like, in her mind, she's like, all right, I'm going to tell him that we're getting a divorce. In his mind, he like, yo, let me tell you why I love this woman. And then she's like,
Right.
I'm divorcing this nigga. He's like, yo, what the fuck? Are you serious? Can you imagine the difference in mindset? He's like, when we first said, I'm divorcing this nigga, you be like, God damn.
And then here come the fucking fireworks right on cue.
Like,
Yay! Yay! You're being liberated! Woo! Fuck off!
It was like,
Yo, look at his,
you, yo.
look at his face.
Nigga's like, huh?
Like, we've Gavin and I have decided to get a divorce. And like, he looked at me like, hey, what? Like, who decided? He like, yo.
it's like, K? Huh?
And then Mike's like, do I have a chance with Patricia? Like, no, right. That shit is hilarious. Yo, Gavin is just like, you fucking bitch. Like, yo, he
Right,
looked.
he didn't say shit. He's just like, Like Weebay.
Like,
Fucking meme. God,
yo, he looks so mad. He looks so mad. Hey, look, Gavin's a simp too. Yo, why don't you say something, dog? You just say something.
I couldn't be silent.
Y'all be like, yo, I'm getting half. Half.
Of everything.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk about that. There's some hypocritical bullshit in this movie, yo. Like, mad fucking hypocritical. So, yeah, fireworks happened. Like Micah said, she's been liberated. Congratulations. And Gavin's like, I'm about to liberate your ass for half all you got. Give me all that money. And as he should. So, everybody's sad. We cut to a scene of apparently Phil's trifling ass.
Yeah, 10204 is when she says, "Oh yeah, Phil, you definitely should go to the Bahamas." So that's Phil.
Wow.
Damn. Okay. Interesting. And
Why
so,
two attorneys in the same firm are representing different people?
she said that Phil works at a different law firm.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what she said before or later on.
All right. I was like, why the fuck are you sleeping with the enemy, nigga?
They said they worked on a case. She said they worked on a case together.
Yeah, but she said he's from a different law firm. Your wife's a lawyer. Put up with this shit.
What?
You gotta you gotta go choke Phil out. You going up to a job? You find out Phil is there. You going up to a job?
Yeah.
Now, who do you get mad at? Who are you more angry
Both
with?
of them.
BOFFEM.
BOFFUM.
Right. Both of them. Both of them. What the fuck?
You fighting Phil?
Yeah, I'll fight Phil.
Yeah, you gotta fight.
I'll fight Phil. I can't fight her.
Hey, it's true.
Yeah, no, I feel like you gotta.
I gotta take my ire out on somebody.
Yeah, no, like what if you walk in and it's like, oh shit, it's The Rock.
Look, I'm gonna have to try, yo.
No, I feel like that's true.
Yeah.
No, I'm a person. No, I'm a strategic person. I'm gonna do my research first. Like, oh, that's him. Oh, I got a baseball bat.
Yeah, I gotta Batman that shit. I gotta have prep time.
Yeah, that's all right. He'll know I'm coming.
Right. Nah, yo.
I'll be like, are you Philly? Turn around, bow. Like, nah, yo. Like,
I don't need to ask. I'll just be like, hey, Phil! And if he turn around, I'm like, all right, I got him. But I gotta make sure I'm real, I check my swings just in case the wrong Phil shows up.
yeah, like, or this poor guy's got a son named Phil. He's like, is someone talking about my son? Oh, it fucks somebody's whole life
Nigga,
up.
don't look. This is
My name is Bill. I thought you said Bill.
Look, don't answer to names that no. Don't answer to other people's names.
And watch for check
Somebody
swings.
say, hey, Phil, don't fucking check and be like, I wonder who this Phil is. Oh, no, because you might get hit with a baseball bat. Fuck that, yo.
Especially if you're a lawyer from a competing firm. Just saying. So, yeah.
It's fucking wild, yeah.
Yeah, like they're all
Does he
entangled.
know that she's married? That's the thing. 'Cause he's like, yo, can we go out
he's
to
gotta
dinner?
know.
Like, yo, don't do that, yo. If you know she's married,
Yeah, don't do that.
don't
Right,
fucking
don't
do
do
that.
Nah.
That's when I'm like, did he know?
He had to have known.
Did he?
He had to have known. You get, look, she not wearing a wedding
As
ring?
Christian as those people are, she probably wearing a wedding ring.
Yeah. Look, nah, she wearing that wedding ring. Get out of here. So they're at the divorce proceedings. They decide that they are splitting everything down the middle. It says, quote, we took your direction. This is Phil saying, we took your direction and divided everything down the middle. So all real estate properties come to $750,000 to be sold and split 50-50. All the bank accounts divided down the middle. We're showing investments and savings. I think they had like an IRA and 401k, like $900,000. Like,
Altogether was like $975.
Yeah, you're splitting
$975,000.
Yeah, $970,000. And then I guess is that including the real estate? I don't know. And so everything's good. Like, yeah, that all sounds good. Like perfectly amicable divorce. And then Gavin's like, nah, nice try. And he was like, he whispered to his lawyer, like, there's another account that has $800,000 in it. I want half of that, Eddie, half. And
Okay, like, come on, just get.
Can't hear you. And you come to find out that $800,000 is money that she made from her book. And he's like, yo, I want half of that money. And this is where I call utter bullshit on Janet Jackson's character. Because she's like, that's money from my book. I earned that. You were shooting in the gym. So you shouldn't get any of that money. If you agree with Janet Jackson, I would have to say that you're full of shit. Because if the roles were reversed, that $800,000 wouldn't even been a conversation. You giving up that half of that $800,000. The fuck out of here. If a guy had $800,000,
you made that money while you were married,
that's it.
That's it.
Let's give it up. You know?
If you made the money while you were married, that's it.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, that's why you will know when we make it, because I'm getting a divorce before she gets half of my money. I'm kidding. Relax. Half of the $38 no, but like, I don't like that idea. I mean, they're doing. I think he's doing it to show like the weird unfairness, but it's also presented like Gavin's the asshole in that. Like, he's not the asshole in that.
Was it presented that way? Because I'm like, no, that nigga right.
Look, when I heard
I don't know. I'm like, yeah.
What the fuck? No, don't try to keep no secret account.
Right.
Because they're splitting their bank accounts down the middle.
Right.
They're splitting the house down the middle. Like, is Gavin somehow making $10,000 a year and she's making $900,000 a year?
Right. He's got a fucking architecture firm. And it's like he's broke.
Right. So they're both doing well. Why are we splitting everything except for why is it, what's yours is ours and what's mine is mine? Like, no. Fuck all that. Give me that $400,000. So, no. Janet Jackson, you ain't shit in this thing. Like,
she's shit in this fucking movie, yo.
Like,
series.
Kind of this
series.
Yeah, I was about to say, she was the asshole in this marriage.
Yeah. She does look good, though. Anyway, look at Phil's trifling ass trying to break up another marriage, man.
Phil.
It's so funny because Gavin's just like, no, well, I'm getting that money. And he does pull the stereotypical like woman's trope. He was like, we made that money together. Like, no, give me my money.
She's like, I love you, Gavin. He's like, no, you tolerate me. God damn, that was a good scene.
No, look. I don't think Malik Yoba has done anything like really worthwhile since really New York Undercover. Like, I'm not trying to like shit on him, but like, I just don't think he's been given anything to really do. Oh, he put his all into that scene, I guarantee if you look up Malik Yoba, that dude has been divorced before. Like, he feels that way about his ex-wife. He was like, no, you tolerated me. And then after that Spanish dude and me was off that show, you ain't call me back. Like, he was pissed, super pissed. So. Look, I get it. No, give me that money. Fuck out of here. Give me half. I want half of that money. Is he married? Malik Yoba is he got a wife? Well, who's Mrs. Yoba?
What, real life?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Don't Google that nigga now.
Like
Don't Google Malik Yoba now.
Oh, I heard about Malik Yoba,
yeah.
He got some...
all right, nigga.
He got some things going on now.
Yep.
Yeah, well, do you, bro? Do you? Look, I ain't mad at you. Do your thing. You into what you're into. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Look, at least he's honest.
Yeah.
He was just like, it is what it is. I don't think it's gonna hurt his career.
Oh, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't hear the other shit.
The trans thing?
No, that, and then there was like when he announced that shit, like a trans person wrote a Facebook post.
Oh, really? No, let's please go.
That he used to see her when she was 13.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, damn.
You like what you like.
15 years ago.
Okay. I did not know that part. Holy shit.
Yeah,
y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't even gonna say nothing. Just like... No, I didn't know any of that. Wow. See how your friends treat you? They ain't shit. You ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, like he came out in that article, and then like the next day, this woman was like, "Yeah, I used to see him when I was a teenager, back in the fucking like New York undercover days."
Come on,
when he would have been, how old is he now? 50.
Oof. He's 51.
New York Undercover was 25 years ago, so he would have been in like his 20s. Yeah, like nah, yo, it's fine, but like no, they got to be of age, my nigga. Like, come on,
right? Yo.
Like
13.
Yeah, that's what she said. I was like,
yo, what are you doing, yo?
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right,
that's the fucked up part. Like the age. I mean, age.
Wow. In a story about trans folks, that's not the focus. Like, we're coming a long way, guys. We're progressing.
We're really far away from, but like, nah. I was like, God damn, man. They came out was like, yo, cool, all right, everything is love, and then 16, yo, nigga.
Was she 16 or 13? I'm not saying
and 16.
Okay, I'm not saying either one is good, but like at least 16 sounds better. It sounds better than 13.
It sounds better. It's still a kid.
But like, yo, I was 21. Like,
but the fucked up part is like 16. Like, there's a lot of dudes because she was a sex worker. That's what it was.
Oh,
yeah, that's what. Like, they gotta do what they gotta do, man. But. At that age,
he don't got to do what he does.
But he should know better. But you know,
did he at least come out and be like, "I didn't know"? Or he was just like, or he just went back into the shadow that is his career. Was like, I'll see in 25 years.
With a Sean Murray, like, we have to fix this No Man's Sky real quick.
Gotta go.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, goddamn.
Yo, that is
praise, and then the next literally this next day.
God
like,
damn.
Good Lord.
Yo, niggas can't have shit without fucking it up. Good grand opening, grand closing. God damn. Like, yo, Malik Yoba is mad woke. That's amazing. Oh, he's a pedophile. Oh, great. Wow. Congrats, I guess. Jesus. So then Malik Yoba starts yelling about, he could have been out there enjoying his life, which reads a lot differently now that I know. It just does. I can't support this nigga for the rest of the movie. God damn. I can't. Yo, Janet Jackson was right. Yo, he'll deserve this money. It's like, yeah, you gonna spend your money on underage sex workers, you fucking psycho. Jesus. God damn it, Malik. And then, fucking Gavin brings up a thing that I thought was valid. And I mean, her response is kind of valid too. He was like, ever since Noah died, and she's like, you're trying to hurt me. Like, yeah, bitch, that's why I said it. Like, bring up our dead son that you killed. Yeah, to hurt you. Because I'm hurt. Like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Is that healthy? It's not healthy? Okay. It's just me. That would be really hard, by the way, to be married to somebody and you know that they are the direct cause of your child dying. I don't know. I don't know. That would be a hard one to get over. Like, I don't think I would blame them necessarily, but I guess you can't. Of
therapy she didn't go to because she's a therapist, and she felt like she didn't have to, apparently,
and she never cried. Like, in front of him, at least.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. Again, I don't see him as the issue in this fucking relationship.
Just in real life. I didn't need to know that information. Y'all gonna fuck. I don't give a fuck about Malik Yoba, but goddamn, yo. I'm trying to defend this nigga for 40 minutes, yo. Jesus Christ. God damn. So she was like, nah, I'm not gonna stand for this. I'm not doing this. And he was like, oh, you gonna sit there and listen to me tell you about this 13-year-old girl I was with. And so she's like, get the fuck out of my way. And he was like, yo, were you always this busty before? God damn. And he was like, all right. I feel like on the verge of a breakup, or like just after you break up, if you see the person like recently, you'd be like, damn, did you have fun before? Like, But my wife talks about like when she got a divorce, obviously years before we met, she hadn't seen, like, when she broke up with her ex, she hadn't seen him in like a year or something, right? Like they were separated. She hadn't seen him in like a year. And she when they had the divorce proceeding like this, like the final fucking signing or whatever, like, well, that nigga ain't getting nothing because she's broke too at the time. I know you got nothing to give. But like she was doing well for herself at that point. She said she came in, she had like a $400 pair of shoes on, she had a pencil skirt on. She was like, I was looking good as shit. She was like, he was in like a 4X t-shirt, hair looking a mess. And she was like, oh, I know he was feeling some kind of way, like damn, you serious? And she was like, yeah. Then all my girlfriends took me out for a great lunch because fuck him. I was like, yeah, good for you. Yeah, no, good. Yeah, she at home with me, nigga. That nigga don't have the internet. I don't know. He's a teacher in Baltimore now. Anyway, so then Gavin tells Diane, he's like, look, you tell your girl, it's on. I'm getting that $400,000. And then she left, and she was probably like, ooh, I gotta lay out new panties for Phil later. Everybody is a piece of shit. Cut to Angela coming home. Her nosy, annoying neighbor, guessed the race, was like, hey, can I chat for you for a second? I'm hearing a lot of noises coming from your house around 12 o'clock, 12 to 2 during the week. Sexual noises. And Angela's like, oh, shit. So I got to stab this nigga.
I immediately knew that he wasn't cheating.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not hard to figure out.
Right.
But yeah,
because it's fucking obvious.
Right, because it's way too obvious.
Yeah. So she's like, oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. Troy comes home to Sheila and their son. That's the big ass baby. Goddamn. And he once again did not get the job that he was going out for, so he's feeling kind of sad about it. She talks about like, hey, why don't we borrow some money? And he was like, give me some goddamn space. And they didn't do a thing like this is an acting thing. They didn't give him enough time to say, give me some damn space before she reacted to it. Like in human interaction, he's like, give me some goddamn space. Don't you ever talk to me like that. I was like, it's just like mad fast. And yeah, like it's really quick. Give me some space. And she was just like, don't you ever talk to me like that. It's like you're supposed to like let it hit your brain first.
Right. It was and then instantaneous. Like, all right, relax.
Yeah. So I just thought that was funny. We come back to Tyler Perry pimping a book of a friend of his, I'm sure.
Yeah, because that's exactly what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, Douglas Fredericks in The House of They, which is a clever title. He's reading to his two kids. He got a little bit of Beijing situation going on top of his head too.
Does.
Yeah,
it's very
at the
clear.
front.
Yeah, like shave your head. Shave your head. It's not that. Shave your head. You look ridiculous. So his wife comes home and she's excited. She brings a Parents magazine, which now that you know she's cheating with Phil, she seems like a real piece of shit. Oh, here's a Parents magazine.
For
you
what?
Fucking simp.
What do they need a Parents magazine for? His kids are pretty goddamn old now. Not old, not super old, but like I feel like they got the hang of this thing now.
Nah, you need
not fucking toddlers.
Right. Nigga, technically we don't even have a toddler, and I don't have a Parents magazine.
And what kind of shopping did she do?
She bought one thing of chicken.
A thing of Cheerios, a fucking pack of like bratwurst,
chicken,
and some chicken,
and some fucking
and
flowers.
Some flowers with the.
I'd have been pissed.
The little thing in it.
So she brings home flowers, and Phil's like, okay. And he notices it's got the little fucking trident in there that holds the card.
The stem for the card and shit.
And he's like, oh, did it come with a card? And she's like, no. And he's like, huh, the fuck is this? Huh? A little Aquaman shit? The fuck is this little trident? And she's like, that's weird. I guess the florist must have made a mistake. Which is weird. Because who the fuck buys flowers for their house from a florist? Bitch, you get them at the grocery store. At Wegmans. Like, they have them. Like, we have flowers in our house all the time. Not once we go, hey, stop by the florist before you come home. No one does that. I'd be like, you lying. Like, I'd have called her out. I'd have stabbed her with that little thing. I'm fucking lying to me, yo. Knock it off. And
she just didn't give a fuck.
Yo, she's a fucking scumbag, yo.
She is.
She really is.
She's not doing a lot of good for the lawyer community out there, dude.
No, she's not.
Mike is gonna make his wife quit her job when he gets home. I'll trust Phil. Who's Phil?
Phil?
What the fuck are you
talking about, nigga? Like, shut up. Take care of your son.
Teach him how to swim. I can't.
Water.
Is it 8 feet? I ain't never seen 8 feet of water. If only you guys could hear our private conversations. They're insane. Absolutely nuts. So Angela goes up to Marcus's job while he's on air and just goes and screams on it. Like, he's on like ESPN and he's on there, and she just walks in and she's like, "Who is this hoe? You fucking in our bedroom?"
I mean,
on live TV.
I know this is supposed to be played for laughs. I know it is. But at this point, I'm not giving this movie any benefit of any doubt. How the fuck would this woman make it on set? How? How
did she get
How
in
would
the
this woman make it
studio?
on set?
How did she
How
get
would
in
she
the
get it
studio?
in the studio?
Yeah, they wouldn't have let you
open
in.
door in the studio.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you just walk in from the street. You just walk right to the stage.
Yeah, like, all right, yo.
Yeah.
All right.
And so, of course, she's like flipping out, and he's like, "Yo, what the hell are you talking about?" And she's like, "Yo, you're a liar," and all this other stuff. He's like, "Yo, you're gonna make me lose my job. Yo, don't fuck up a black man's job. Like, that's fucked up. You got a hard enough time getting jobs out here as it is. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, why would you do that?
yeah. Look, you fuck up my job, we getting a divorce."
What's on the phone? Take the phone, bitch.
Like, it's a text message.
Right.
So Malik Yoba Gavin does a quick trip over to Russia by way of a liquor bottle, and he decides to drink. He's just going to drink vodka right out of the bottle. Disgusting. And he's
This scene
fucking
was fucking bizarre.
Yo, this scene. This scene is so out of character for both of these characters, yo. And
So, have you not ever drank vodka out of a bottle? You lose your mind.
Yo, this isn't. All right, yo.
No, explain your issue. I can't imagine what they would be with this scene.
What this character? So who are we supposed to sympathize with in this scene? The Janet Jackson for hiding money, or Malik Yoba for all of a sudden turning into fucking Soda Popinski and just drinking himself into a stupor?
The only person I feel sorry for is the interior designer, because they did a good job.
Yeah, this house is really nice.
Yeah, and they just treat this shit like it's nothing.
Like, I understand.
Drink up, bitch.
I understand the dichotomy of the perfect couple not being the perfect couple.
And also, their house is designed and it's very cold.
But
it doesn't feel like
God damn, yo. Like, I mean, I don't.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is going? Okay, all right.
Yo, this is what happens. You drink half a bottle of vodka, you just lose every sense of reality.
Like, I've been in a household where where parents have drunk, and this is not. Like, I don't know. I get it, but there's something about this scene that just seems so fucking fake and forced and Tyler Perry, like just bullshit.
Well, Malik Yoba is very dark skinned. I'm not sure if you know that.
Yeah,
he's got a while out before the end of this movie.
Like, this is very out of character for Gavin, even inebriated, I would have to think, right?
He's
like,
a fucking simp.
Right,
He
like-
never said, "Oh, I didn't appreciate when you went up on the platform and said that we was getting a divorce." Put some bass in your voice, nigga. Like, he don't do nothing.
Like, throughout both of these movies, nothing has been shown that he could turn into this person.
Right. Like, it's not like, man, back, like, even a line of like, man, back in college, you like, remember when you were like,
I was a wild boy.
Yeah,
Glad you
like-
stopped drinking.
Yeah, like that. Then that would actually at least lend to something. But he flips out. He literally lights the book of pictures of their son on fire because he's like, "Yeah, you don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like that's it." And she's like, "Those are the only pictures we have." And my wife goes, "Ain't no digital pictures."
That's 2010, yo.
Yeah, like,
It's 2010. 9 years ago.
And two, like, still my favorite part is after he like lights the fire, he's just like, "I love you," and he's like throwing vodka on him.
Trying to Dave Chappelle that woman and set her on fire.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, Cochise. And that's when Janet Jackson just has a fucking psychotic break. She was just done. I like the only thing about this scene that I found to be particularly interesting was like the physical force men have over women as a generality. Like, because Gavin isn't trying at all. He's just like laying on top of her. She's like, oh. And he's just like, no, but I'm trying to talk to you for a second. Like, he's drunk as fuck, but like, he's not like pushing hard. He's just like, no, but seriously, if you could just, you know, she's like, you're trying to kill me. He's like, no, I'm really not. I'm sorry, I'm just so big.
Like, he's a big dude. Like,
yeah, he's not, you know.
Who? I don't feel for anybody in this. I don't feel for people.
No, this nigga's a pedophile. Who? Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, the character. Yeah, sorry.
I was just confused. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to feel in this
right.
scene. Like, okay,
it would be like Terry doing this.
Who?
That would be like Tyler Perry's character drinking vodka and all of a sudden flipping the fuck out.
I would have liked to see it. I would like to see
that range.
I don't know. Thank you. I don't think he has that kind of range.
I kind of need to see Tyler Perry. Hey. Oh, wait, he was in Alex Cross. Did you ever get amped in that?
Let's not talk about that. Okay. That movie's terrible. Man.
Is it?
That movie's awful. Can we move on?
You sure?
Yeah. Okay. So Michael and
Gavin's a totally different fucking person, yo. All right.
It was very strange.
Right.
It was very
like I could buy Mike being a different person, right? Because the dude's got cancer, right? Like, all right.
And he was also abusive.
Right. But Gavin, for both of these movies, has been just, like you said, just Mr. Simp. And all of a sudden, he's just going to, all right, yo, all right.
Yeah, it didn't make sense.
Maybe that was his breaking point.
Yeah.
Being like that the whole 14 years of marriage and then finally just blowing up after and like, we're getting a divorce.
He was like
publicly.
He was like, I love you. Just him like just throwing the vodka. It's just hilarious to me. So Mike meets up with Sheila at a diner. A little bit less Beijing. I feel like they gave him time to let it grow in a little bit.
It's growing.
Yeah, it's growing. It's trying.
Does the Beijing help it grow?
I don't know. All I know is that
I don't know how that works.
They fucking dip your head in oil.
And just carve out what they want.
Let that shit harden and then chip out where you want the hairline. And shit. That's how Beijing work, isn't it?
It's like the ice cream at was it Dairy Queen? They just dip it in.
Just dip your whole body in there and pull you out.
You want to have thick eyebrows? Yeah, we got you, dog. Don't worry about it. So they meet at a diner, and Sheila's like, "Look, aren't you friends with the chief of police? My man trying to get a job. Can you help him out?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, I'll help." And then she comes back. She's like, "What you mean you gonna help? Nigga, you ain't shit. Why? Well, why'd you even come here to help me? Because I know you ain't shit." And he reaches out with his shaky cancer hand, and he's like, oh, help me. And she's like, all right, nigga. Like, it's like, there's something wrong with me. Oh, what? I thought this is where he, oh, no, she just bounces, right?
No, she leaves.
All right, that's right. So she meets up with her other friends at lunch, and this white guy looks over at Angela, and he's like, hey, aren't you the woman from Sport Shuffle? And she was like, man, if you don't shut your white ass up. And then he was like, oh, these Negroes are crazy. And then, like, that's the end of that scene, which is weird. Then we see Sheila comes and meets them. And, they're just talking, and like, they're trying to ask about Patricia and, like, what's going on with them. And she's like, I can't talk about the case, which is why you don't get your friends involved in your legal work.
That was weird. I'm like, why the fuck are you even doing it?
Yeah.
I'm like, nope. No. I'm not handling this case.
No.
We've known each other for way too long.
And I've known your husband. Like,
right. What the fuck kind of nonsense is this?
Like, how could Gavin be friends with her again? Like, yeah, thanks for, like, helping me get rid of my marriage. Like, nah, like that's not gonna work. And so then they have this whole conversation about how Angela's brain might still be high from smoking so much weed in college.
This woman is like, I know the mileage of where he's going.
Nigga, she was kooky crazy.
Yeah, just completely abandoning everything that about that character from the first movie.
Yeah, that she's supposed to grow and she's supposed to be more reasonable. Yep.
And she's not, yo. And that's my biggest hang up with this is that it's like the first movie didn't even exist.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like,
except for in the continuation of like the most basic of stories, like between Mike and Sheila.
Yeah, Sheila's relationship and shit like that. But nah, yo. All right.
I mean, again, I watched this before I saw the first one. You didn't really even need to watch the first one.
No, you didn't.
Because like it's not like, oh, but remember this part? Like, no, all of it's kind of its own thing.
And Terry's exposition daughter filled you in the beginning.
Yeah. Thank you, exposition daughter.
Previously on.
Last time on Why Did I Get Married? The three women go to see Patricia, but unfortunately Patricia is just staying in the house, not answering the door, and smoking cigarettes. It's a bad idea. They come in, or Sheila comes in, and Troy's like, "Look, sorry, girl, my bad. Like I fucked up. He's like, married people argue, and I done you wrong, and but I got the job." And she's like, "Oh, that's crazy." And he was like, "Yeah, it was out of the blue." And she does the classic TV thing where she puts her head in his chest and kind of looks over at the camera like, like, don't tell him. Would you be mad if you found out that your wife went to...
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would.
You would be?
I'd be a little pissed.
Did you quit that job?
Let's not go crazy. We need money.
Okay, like I'm just checking.
I would actively look for another job. But
would you?
Yeah,
I would.
Probably would.
I'll take that job.
How much the job pay?
I mean, like it's a job. It's a job. Nah, fuck all that. It was a cop job. I'd be unemployed. I'm good. No, it's a job that you want. Whatever that job is, it's a job you want.
I would look for another.
It's at the Patent and Trade Office.
Nigga, I wouldn't have took it. I wouldn't have took it to begin with. That's a terrible place to work. That's the worst place I've ever worked. And I've worked on the line at UPS. The Patent and Trademark Office is the worst place to work. It's a good gig if you can do the work. I can't do that fucking work.
No, it's soul crushing.
Yes.
Yeah. So you would take the job, but you'd be mad at your wife for that.
I would look for another one. I'm like, because I would guilt trip her and be like, "Oh, you didn't have any faith in me, huh?" Okay.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
What about you, Terrence?
I'd be pissed.
Yeah, same reason.
I would take it, but I'd be pissed.
I mean, like check's a check.
Yeah. All right.
Gotta get that money.
I don't want
and especially from that nigga.
Right, that's my thing, yo. That's my thing. That's why I'm pissed.
Like, right.
If my wife helped me get a job,
no.
You're right.
No, but from her ex.
From her ex.
What if he's not like Mike? He's a nice guy.
No, he's
they
not.
just broke up.
No, he's not. He can't be a nice guy because if he was a nice guy, they would still be together.
But sometimes people grow apart, like Gavin and Patricia.
Yeah, they grow far apart and they become enemies, and then they wouldn't be speaking to each other. So that wouldn't happen.
I love you. Just take this vodka, goddammit. So no matter what, even if she broke up with somebody amicably, let's say that person was like, "Yo, I got to stay in New York. You got to move to where you are."
I mean, if I don't know this guy,
you don't know.
Whatever. You.
But you found out it was an ex. You still feel kind of way about it? I do. No, I do. Fuck that.
I don't know if I.
We'll talk. Look, keep these people out of my fucking business.
We don't talk about exes.
No, we don't either.
Yeah, because what's the point?
Oh, those niggas are losers.
Right.
I'm a winner. I won.
It's like the motherfuckers who love the Civil War. Like, but you lost, though.
Yeah, why do you keep playing the South?
Right. You lost.
Like, that shit don't make any sense.
Dummies.
Yeah, like...
Why are you doing reenactments of a fucking war you lost?
Right. That shit makes no sense.
Like, nah, I'm good.
Why are you calling it the War of Northern Aggression? Fuck off.
How about the war of Southern losing? Grant came down there and burned all your shit up. Oh shit, is this Georgia? How much fire can I fit in this motherfucker? All of it. Burn it all down. Yeah, so she's like, "Oh no, that's crazy. A spontaneous job. That's great." Then we see Gavin at his house. I put that in quotes. And he's sitting outside the house, waiting for Terry and Marcus to come to help him move. And he just grabs a ficus and just threw that bitch through the front window.
And that's when I turned right the fuck around. Like, I know we boys and all.
Nope.
Nah, yo. I
That's
ain't
breaking
doing
and entering, my
I'm
nigga.
like, I gotta go. Like,
right.
I'm gonna head out. Like,
Exactly.
nah, fuck that, yo. Like, nah, I'm not going to be privy to a crime.
Yo, we are 3 black men, yo.
Right.
Yo, breaking into a house, you wildin', yo. You wildin'.
No thanks.
I will say this. Janet Jackson showed up like fucking Jason Voorhees, yo. It was like, oh shit, god damn. And she was like, oh, this how y'all do me. Okay. Like, you don't hear her come in, nothing. She literally just popped up.
What, she gonna open the door? No, I mean,
She fucking crept in there. And he even told her, it was like, oh shit, oh damn. Well, you saw Michael Jai White. He was just getting ready to like judo chop right in the bow, take Janet Jackson's whole career out. And she was like, "Oh, this how you gonna come through, Gavin? You bitch ass nigga, try to steal my shit." And he was like, "Look, I'm gonna get that money. I'm gonna get all of it, and then I'm gonna get a new Porsche that I'm gonna conveniently drive into a truck." And so then she flips out. And she was like, my brother recently fucking died. And then she just fucking starts swinging a golf club. And Marcus looks legitimately terrified. But this scene had to be a blast to do. Because you only get one shot at it. And she was wrecking shop.
Yeah, she went ham.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, she was pissed. But again, this is not acting. No, Janet Jackson pulled this is some real shit. Because that response is way, way too real. Like, she tried to break the table, and it broke the golf club. She went and got another golf club. Was like, nah, fuck that. Boom, now nigga's broken. Say something else. She was like, bring me my brother's drug dealer. And she was like, boom. Like, fucking shut up. And he didn't sleep with them damn kids. And she was fucking shut up. She was mad.
Why's my nephew named Blanket?
And that nigga don't look like none of us. He don't got Joe Jackson's face with my new titties. Like, come on. Again, like, she's super pissed. And she's like, get out of my house. And they've got a house with no railing on the stairs, which is very dangerous.
Very fucking dangerous.
Yo, she didn't even want that kid. Because, like, yo, she didn't even have a fucking railing in the house, you know?
You got candles on the side of the fucking steps. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, you know? Like,
Weird
that's
ass
not a
house.
railing, my nigga. You drink enough bottles of vodka, you gotta go flying off of that thing. Like, don't be silly. That's crazy.
Yeah, she tore this house all the way the fuck up. Like,
did.
but you live here though.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, like,
Congratulations.
I'm taking my shit. I'm gone.
I'm gonna head out.
Like, right, this is your shit.
It was like,
Right?
my new apartment will be furnished just fine. Thank you very much. At one point, though, during that argument where he was just drunk as shit, he was like, yo, yeah, you don't love me, but your coworker, what was her name? Denise? Yeah, she was like, I love you, Gavin. She was like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Lying ass nigga.
We cut back to Angela. She sneaks home in the middle of the day. She hears two people fucking in her bedroom. And she's like, ooh, she had a knife. When she first went up there, she was like, oh, no, I got to upgrade. So she goes over to her local Walmart and picks up a handgun.
Right before the scene.
Why do they keep, hold on, why do they keep their handgun in the hall closet when they have kids?
In a box, unlocked.
I thought it was in a lockbox.
It's in a lockbox with no lock on that motherfucker. She didn't have to put a code or nothing. She was like,
In the hallway closet, which is where you definitely want it for your children to find it. No, but they're not tall enough. Yeah, they never heard of a step stool. Yeah. So, yeah.
but before the scene, this is when, what's her name?
Jill Scott finds out that Titus O'Neil has cancer.
Ah, the shit, Titus O'Neil. God damn. Oh, damn.
God damn.
So
Angela's got the gun, and she's like, Marcus! And then starts shooting all over the place and shit.
Yeah, she starts shooting. Like, bullets ricochet, yeah.
Yeah, yo. Like, but, you know, the Tyler Perry crowd don't know that. And turns out it's Miguel, the groundskeeper.
Alex.
Blowing the back out of fucking
Hispanic chick.
Some Spanish
It was the woman cleaning. It was the gardener fucking the housekeeper.
Oh.
And she was like, "Get the fuck out of here! You fucking in my bed, nigga."
Yo, that's a bold move.
Like, where else I'm supposed to fuck?
But that's a bold move. Man. You really gonna fuck into people's house you cleaned?
Yeah, that's kind of
That's a bold move. Look, I'd have probably done it.
I mean,
If I look,
ain't gonna be home.
Fucking window. Open,
yeah,
man.
bitch, I'm cleaning the sheets anyway. Hey, let me know. Yo, I'm sure the maid was like, "Yo, I'm washing these sheets anyway. Let me get my back blown out in them before I wash them. Ain't no big deal. You gonna fuck the garden anyway." So I'm sure it was a lovely king size bed. Y'all rich. Then we cut back to Terry and his continued simp adventures. He's listening to Music Soul Child while his wife is laying out fresh, sexy panties and
She
bra.
is bold as fuck. Like, she just don't care, yeah?
Right.
Like, that's what you wearing tomorrow for work? She's like, yeah. Like, why?
Are you wearing that nightgown to work?
Like, I was like, what the
You wearing
fuck?
that
What is
pink
going
nightgown
on?
to work?
Like, she's gonna wear that under her clothes?
Yeah,
I guess,
so that-
but like, before what?
But why?
And why are you laying them out so sexily?
So, like,
What the fuck is going on?
yo, I love Tyler Perry's response. He's like, she started making out. He's like, just if you could not. And he's like, and let me run down the dates. January
This nigga
3rd.
was like 63 days ago. You came home and you were different. I was like 63 days ago. God damn, nigga. That nigga was counting. I wouldn't have waited no goddamn 63 days.
Oh,
No, as soon
I
as
don't
she
think
said
so.
Phil,
Yeah.
like we said earlier, like, who the fuck is Phil?
Right. Yeah, you just get
That ain't
happier and
it's like,
happier.
that ain't.
Yeah, you
That ain't
came home
even
and
a
you were really
nickname.
happy. And look, I know you. You a miserable ass bitch. So you tell me what has been happening. No, this would have been the end of our marriage right here.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would have called it the second you said Phil. That would have been it. But this would have been the end of our marriage right here. Oh, but I never did anything, and he just made me feel really good. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, made me feel good. Yeah, you and Holly Berry, you'll go on with that bullshit. Nope.
Isn't he a doctor? Like a pediatrician or something? What is he in this series?
I don't know what he is.
I don't know what it is. He might be a doctor.
Yeah. No.
This nigga was like, yo, I'm trying to. Is his name Philip? He's like, and I like how Tyler Perry wrote himself to be like the calm, rational, reasonable to a point guy. He's like, look, I'm trying to save us, and if this will go a lot faster if you stop lying to me, girl. Is his name Philip? It's like, all right. You must be real arrogant to think that I wouldn't know because we are in tune. I know your heartbeat. I know everything about you. And I'm trying to save our marriage. Like, what the fuck, yo? Like, this nigga hates women, yo. He hates women.
Yo, that's.
I like that he won't write himself as the villain.
Nah, he won't do that.
He won't.
Right.
Nah.
Every other guy does something to their wife that is just like kind of a shitty behavior. Even Troy,
He just yelled.
he
just raised
gets
his voice.
mad, right?
Right,
He
he
got mad.
raises his voice. Like,
Not
and
Tyler
that's-
Perry.
Nah,
His wife is out there, metaphorically sucking Phil's dick, and he's just like, "It's okay, let's talk it out. Maybe we can go to some Jesus counseling." Nah, I'd be like, "Get your trifling ass up off of me." First off, 2, you look great. 3, don't touch me. Don't touch me, yo. Nah, yo. Like, nah.
When you were making love to me, you were thinking of him. Like, all right, yo. All right, Tyler Perry. Shut the fuck up, yo. Get mad, nigga. That's why she's fucking cheating on you.
Yeah, because you're a simp. You're a simp.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Tell us how you feel, nigga.
yeah. No, don't say nothing. Nah, no, fuck that. I'd be like, where does Phil work? Me and you going up there together. And I'm gonna show you exactly what I think. I'll be like, oh, you Phil? Yeah, I'm Phil. Bow, uppercut, nigga.
Like,
See
yeah,
what happened?
if you know that I'm married, and you still decide you want to sleep with my wife, yeah, I gotta fight you, yeah.
Yep.
Because
If you don't know, if you
like legitimately don't know, okay, fine.
If you legitimately don't know, then we will have a fair fight. If you do know, nigga, you better watch your fucking back. Because fuck that shit.
Phil? Huh?
Like, if you know now, we fighting here. I have to. I gotta fight somebody because I have a lot of aggression from time to time that I gotta get off my chest.
Nah, weightlifting ain't enough.
Yeah, I gotta physically abuse.
And you don't want to be like Janet Jackson holding all that shit in and then wrecking your own house.
No, I pay for this shit.
Right.
This bitch is moving out. Look, I got new chicks coming. Like, I gotta keep my shit fresh. Nah, fuck all that. You know how hard it is to get glass up? They got glass everywhere in that damn house. Nah, fuck that.
Half that house was made of glass the way she was tearing shit up. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I guess you got a housekeeper to clean that shit up.
Yeah. Don't worry. She'll be getting her back blown out by your gardener later, so it's fine. Yeah, no. There's no way I'd have been like, oh, see, we working out. No, we ain't working out nothing. We ain't working out nothing. Again, what is Philip's last name? Because he's getting a Louisville slugger right across the back of his shoulders. Yeah. Boom. Good night. Oh, you don't think I'm coming up to your job to embarrass you? Shit. Now, I said earlier that a woman should not come up, don't come up to a black man's job and embarrass him. But if he's cheating on you, and you got proof? Nah, you do your thing. Go ahead. Make sure it's on YouTube. Fuck all that. Fuck it up. Angela and Marcus. Marcus comes home. Angela is just like, why did you say you was very late? He's like, God damn, I've been home 2 seconds. Shut the fuck up. And she was like, I had your phone all day. And, like, I thought you were cheating, but you weren't. But then I got all these text messages and or not text messages. She thought they were phone calls. She's like, somebody's been calling all day. Like, what's that all about? And he's like, those are text messages.
They made Angela technologically retarded in this movie, yo.
Yeah, they did. Also, they made her cry from, like, nothing to pouring, like one scene to the next, which was just solid editing.
This movie is just horrible. And there goes that bloom lighting again. This is when they're sitting on the couch and it's bright as fuck on the left side of their face, on the left side of her face, and the right side of his. But the wall is over there. Where the light coming from, my nigga? What's going on? Like, that shit makes me so fucking mad. Like, they're sitting on a couch right next to like a yellow, orange wall, a yellow wall. I don't look. Where's the light coming from?
That's funny,
but fine, whatever.
So then another phone rings off in his bag. Like, if you're gonna have a separate like sex phone,
a flip phone too.
It wasn't even like a separate sex phone. It was a separate phone because she had his phone.
Yeah, she had his work phone,
and that's what he was like. No, I think that's his phone. Period. I don't think they had work phones in Tyler Perry world of 2010. I don't think they had work phones and personal phones. I think that was his personal fucking phone that he was just.
So what was the second? What was the second though? Just one he bought.
One he bought because he gave the phone to her because happy wife, happy life. Here, shut the fuck up and leave me alone, and then I'm gonna go buy another fucking phone. And then the shit cuts to an exterior shot of the home, like, and it pans out like it's a fucking sitcom getting ready to go to commercial. Yeah. This nigga, yo, he's not good, yo. He's not good.
We cut to there's still more of this movie.
A lot of this fucking movie.
Sadly,
not a lot.
Nah, it's about
15 minutes.
Yeah, it's about 7 minutes left. Troy goes over to see Mike, starts pounding on the door because he finds out that he recommended him to get this job. Right. So he starts pounding on the door. And the door opens and his wife is in there. And he fucking flips
He's
out.
like, what the fuck?
Yo, I would go insane. I'd have blacked out. I know I would. Like, his response is wild reasonable. Like, to me, I'd have been like Janet Jackson there with a fucking golf club. I'd have been breaking everything. That apartment is huge, by the way.
I was like, God, that is a big ass fucking place.
Yeah, it's dope.
Well, I guess it's essentially like a warehouse because he had to come down in one of them old school elevators.
Yeah, it's a
loft.
Yeah.
And he wakes Mike up, who's on the couch. He was like, "Get your ass up!" And he was like,
"What the fuck is going on?"
Chemo, bow, nigga. That's chemo. I'll beat your ass. Like, he's on chemo. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
I mean, like, that's what I would have said.
Right. I don't care.
Well, in between, like, just delivering just a series of ground and pound punches. Nah, yo. And he just walks out like, yeah. It's like, yo, you just beat up a cancer patient. That seems a little wild. The women go over to Patricia's house. They see the damage, and they just sit with her while she cries, and she is just a goddamn mess. And it's just sad. At the bar, they're all hanging out, and Troy comes in, and he was like, "Damn, man, I didn't even know you had cancer. My bad." And
right.
and Mike is like, "Nah, it's all right. Just know that you know your woman. She's not that type. She ain't gonna cheat on you and all this other shit." And he was like, "I know my wife." And he was like, "Well, there you go." Right. I was like, "Why y'all still, like y'all niggas still got mad animosity? Like you just found out this nigga had cancer, and like it's a weird. It's like." I don't think you have to be mad at each other anymore, but it's like there's still like the dude bro kind of things going on. Like, I hope you go into remission, nigga. You're like, thanks, nigga. It's like a weird energy. It's very strange. But I'd be like, look, you ever touch my wife again, you milk that headed nigga, I'm gonna knock your ass out. Like, just so you know. And then, you know, they're like, yo, why didn't you tell us you had cancer? And he was like, well, what would that have done? Yo, we're your friends.
Right.
You're friends. But then at the same time, Mike is proven right because he's like, all right, I gotta go. And they're just like, all right, Mike, get on out there and beat cancer. I was like, yo, your buddy might die. And the best you can do is just like an attaboy. Like, y'all can't even like dap this nigga up, give him the man hug. Like, you don't like in tight, but like not too tight. Like, nah. You know, like, you don't want to fuck it up. And then you find out, like, yeah, Malik, you leave. We done with your ass. But yeah, he was just like, you're good. Get out of here. Then Janet Jackson shows up at Gavin's job.
I was like, this is insane.
You know what, Michael? Why don't you take this?
No, I know, because I'll never get through it. First of all, doing shit like this does not help your cause in the legal proceedings of the divorce. Do you think that the judge is going to be more amicable to you, Janet Jackson, for trying to fucking publicly embarrass this nigga?
Do you think this was the... You know, never mind. I was gonna say some shitty.
So this fucking bitch comes in here with a goddamn birthday cake.
Didn't want to take this scene.
She comes in here with a goddamn birthday cake and a
novelty cake, right?
A novelty cake to this guy's job, to his job, and
his firm,
right? His firm.
Look, that's the face of like, if something pop out of this damn cake, he looks so mad. And again, Malik Yoba is not acting in this scene. And he's not.
And Janet Jackson brings all his coworkers around and gets them to start chanting "Happy Birthday," and then count down 3, 2, 1, and all of a sudden, fucking the gay dude from Low Down Dirty Shane comes out. And women, she says, if you want to be a bitch, here's your man. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, yo, what is going on?
What is your problem?
Like in 2019, this is mad homophobic. Yo, this is like super unacceptable.
2010, this is mad homophobic, yo.
No, I know.
This ain't 1990.
Or this was 85. They would just be like, this is the funniest thing we've ever seen. Like, it just feels really unacceptable, dude.
And then she goes around and starts berating the nigga, and he's being reasonable.
He's like, yo, I gotta get away from this.
And it's just like, I gotta get away from you. Because, right. So he's doing what a guy's supposed to do when a woman embarrasses your ass. Just walk away. Just walk away. Just walk away. And
no, he's 100% right.
And she's doing what women tend to do, what stank women tend to do, and just start following the nigga around, calling him a bitch and shit. Now, you a bitch. You a bitch. How dare you try to take the money that we earned together during our marriage, bitch. You punk bitch, nigga, bitch, fucking bitch ass. How dare you, bitch, motherfucking bitch.
Right. I'm like, yo.
It's like, yo,
like,
all right, calm down.
You're not, it's like, if you really wanted to keep your money, I don't think you would have did the way you want to do it.
Right.
Like, come on.
But by the way,
stop it.
By the way, he could have solved this one quite easily. He already backed up. The car was facing her, just like, I'd have grazed her on my way out. Fuck that. Boom. Sorry.
Clipped it like,
Oh
sorry,
shit!
fault.
My knee. I mean, like, oh.
So this nigga is going to his car. He's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And she's just like, yeah, you better run, you bitch nigga. And he drives off. And he's pissed, and he drives off, and he crosses the street, and all of a sudden there's a fucking U-Haul or some shit.
It literally is a U-Haul truck.
It T-bones his ass.
Right.
And
On the passenger side.
On the passenger
Which
side.
would not have killed him.
No.
Probably not.
It didn't hit him that hard.
Probably
He would have
not.
like whiplash.
Yeah.
Maybe like some spinal problems, but
I'm not going to say I don't find it hilarious that she came in there like suited up with her little outfit on with the 6-inch heels and all this other shit. You look mad dumb with all that shit on, sitting in a hospital fucking waiting room because you damn near killed your ex-husband. Oh wait, you did.
Is she?
Also with your giant fake boobs.
And so they're in the hospital, and everybody, all her friends are around her, and she's like, oh, I didn't mean it. Derp, derp, derp. Hits herself in the head.
Like literally.
And they're like, oh, this is so stupid, and we were fighting, and for what? And guys, just fix your marriage, guys. Fix it. Hey, Jay, Terry, you're having trouble with your wife who's emotionally cheating on you? Fix it. Hey, Marcus, you and your wife have communication problems? Fix it. And then it's fixed. Everything's fixed. We don't get to find out what happened with Terry and Diane. It's fixed. It's fixed, guys. It's fixed.
Yeah, it's fixed.
it's fixed.
No, it's not.
That's how relationships work.
No,
all
it
you
isn't.
have to do is have a friend.
Nigga, I was so fucking mad, especially because the movie ends. Like, I didn't have the counter running.
Right.
So I was like,
That's weird.
well, this don't make sense. I wonder how are they going to fix it? Are they going to show a scene of Terry and Diane like, hey, let's go to couples counseling. Hell, let's go to marriage counseling through our church. And let's try to talk this shit out.
No, those people don't know
No,
anything.
they don't. They don't do anything.
No, she just stopped seeing Phil. She got rid of all her sexy underwear and then went back to her loveless, sexless marriage with Tyler Perry.
We just fixed it. Fix it. Okay. They fixed it with a kiss, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's how marriage works.
Fuck you. Marriage is fucking hard, man. Marriage is hard fucking work. And for you to just belittle that shit, just fix it. Because I'm emotionally distraught right now, so just fix it. Fix your marriage. Don't be like me. Fix it.
Right.
Before I drive my husband to murder, to die.
So then they're all on the beach.
I murdered my husband.
Fix
your marriage.
They're all on the beach. I guess they all go back to the Bahamas.
Yeah, they do.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a great place for them.
They all go back to the Bahamas
And throw CGI fucking lanterns into the air. You could do that for real. They're real lanterns.
Wait, you think those were CGI?
They are 100% CGI'd. Yes.
Huh.
And then
They do not move they move very rapidly and not in a normal direction. They're like,
And then here's the icing on the motherfucking cake.
yeah, Janet Jackson gets to fuck the rock.
1 year later, Janet Jackson still tells she's walking from college campus or whatever, and she tells her coworker that her coworker comes up and is like, hey, I know it's been a year since your husband died, and this might be really inappropriate. It probably is, but there was a really handsome guy in your lecture, and he thinks you're kind of cute. Maybe you should go out on a date with him. And Janet Jackson is adamant. Oh, no, I don't think so. This isn't good. This isn't right for me. I mean, I know he's read all my books, but I don't think this is a good idea. Oh my! Who is this? for your dead husband that you said you love. And no, can't do it. Can't do it. Oh, hello. I can do it now. Do it now,
God.
Mr. The Rock.
You know what?
Hey now.
By the way, it would have been better just for what you just did if it was fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, just like a glass break. It would have been better.
And his reveal was obnoxious as fuck.
It was like the cut, and he just comes to screen.
Hey, it's me.
Yo, fuck off, yo. Fuck off, Janet Jackson. You don't deserve happiness, yo. You really don't deserve happiness.
Yeah, what
in
the
this
fuck
fucking
kind of
movie.
ending was this?
What the right?
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't
But all the
understand
guys summarily got treated like garbage in this movie. They did.
Yeah, and she gets to have a happy ending.
And she gets to fuck The Rock and keep all her money.
Right,
Yeah.
because he's dead.
Yeah, because he's dead.
And probably gets life insurance because the divorce wasn't finalized.
Yo.
This bitch made out like a fucking bandit. All right, yo. All right. I'm done, yo. I'm done. I cannot get over this. How just horrible this movie is, especially in compared to the first one.
Oh my god.
You know what? Thank you for that. That was great. That was perfect.
I couldn't fucking stand this movie. I couldn't stand this movie.
All right. I promise you, we will pick a movie that, well, I don't know if we'll like it. None of us have seen it. But the next movie, hopefully Michael will like more. I don't know. Sometimes it's great when he does it. Did you hurt your hand hitting that table? Because I know this table don't move.
Nigga,
Yeah,
this table is fucking solid.
Yeah, I know. I was like, cut camera. Hurry up. Like, fuck. Oh, Janet Jackson, you did this. All right. That's it for us. That was episode 159 for Why Did I Get Married 2? I don't think there will be a third one, unfortunately.
Yeah, highly unlikely.
Good. We will see you guys next time for a preview episode for episode 160.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.